Is it
So,
already live?
I just
Woo!
went live as she shouted, "I gotta pee," and
Yay!
ran
There you
past
go.
me.
It is live.
If
We're
it didn't
doing it
pick up,
live.
then it did now. All right.
We are a very classy bunch.
Well, welcome everyone back to the Dorkvision stream. It's been a week. And yeah, stuff has happened. I believe last time you guys faced off against what has become known as Chemadrixa, the black dragon that seems to hunt in these grounds in the Venom Canyon.
We prevented a TPK.
You did. You did prevent a TPK after 2 acid breaths straight to the face.
It was
But-
actually pretty close.
You survived. The dragon was brought very low, but managed to escape in the end, not before a few last-minute throws of spells were tossed after her. But she managed to get out. You guys, licking your wounds, made some headway before encountering some... Did you guys encounter the slime salamanders first?
Afterwards.
Afterwards?
I thought we got this.
So
we
yeah.
encountered the flumps first.
Yes, the next thing that you encountered were the flumps of the Balloon Council, as they called themselves. They provided you with some useful information as to the identity of the Lobodile, which turns out is the lobed isle that is out in the middle of an acid lake in Venom Canyon. To get out there, you guys were sort of at a loss, but the flumps suggested that they could take you to a mage that they have not convened with, because their magic is blocking them out. Apparently they don't like their minds being read by the flumps, who feed off of the telepathic energy. TMI.
Oh god, it's mind flares.
So, you guys headed off with a bit of their help, took care of some slime salamanders, apparently some sort of strange elemental creatures climbing out of the acid and down from the canyon walls. Dispatching them, you guys have now come face to face with a different kind of threat, which we will get right on into.
And I'm back.
And Allie's back, which is good. So, we return as you guys were making a canyon crossing in the Venom Canyon with the flumps sort of tailing behind you. And they're here, trust me. But suddenly, the acid itself from the Venom Canyon spun up into a form, a sort of Morpha-type form from Legend of Zelda type deal. It is an acid elemental, and it immediately begins the attack. Let's roll for initiative.
I forgot this was
I
the
don't
same
want-
day, right? So no
don't
rest or
want-
nothing.
I believe you guys have had a long rest. Ooh, that's a good initiative. Okay, let me start rolling.
Still have damage
Oops.
from these dang salamanders.
I know, right?
So do we actually have everything healed up or what?
Yeah, everything
yeah.
should be fully healed, I believe. If I'm wrong, oh well.
Wow.
I mean, I'll fucking take that.
Dude, I can't remember when it's been a long rest or not. You
We take a lot of naps.
guys take a lot of naps. Usually... Ooh, now I'm remembering...
I know that Boom Crash definitely had at least a nap because.
I
Yeah,
know,
'cause,
I definitely need
A
it.
Taurus did message you at some point as well, I think. I think that was before you met the flumps.
Granted,
Yes.
whenever we
Yeah.
travel, she could just nap on the cart, but we decided was okay.
Exactly.
Since it's a long enough travel time.
Anywho,
And she gets back from the shop.
the globule of acid spins up into formation. It has like a sort of red nucleus at its center that hums with elemental might, and it has these tendrils that whip around it like, well, whips of water. Amon, it is your turn.
Whips of acid.
I should mention that the crew has just finished taking across the cart across from this ledge over here, and they were just in the midst of trying to get Juliana across, helping her with her blindness to get across safely. But in the middle of this, the elemental appeared.
Come
Okay,
on, do a flip, Juliana. Do a flip.
Let me just do because it seems to work out pretty well. Okay, make a con save, please.
Alright, what is this? Sorcery.
This is the 4th level necromancy with the casting time of 1 action with 30 feet range. Yeah.
What the heck is the... Oh, there it is. Saving throws. Forgot how to play for a second. Okay,
We
17.
forgive you.
Okay. Just half the damage of... was it? 88.
Right, you hold up your fist and your shield, which glows with dark necrotic might, as you surge out to blight the creature. And it takes half of this damage, which is a number that is 18. A number that is 18. It takes this damage. It begins to, like, sort of wriggle and foam, but no outward visible damage to the creature. Is that it, Amon?
Yeah, I moved a little bit closer to cast it, but that's about it.
Alright. It is Peggy's turn. Barty was looking to his maps, but Peggy jumps forward, now with her new bow, to fire upon the creature. Of course, I didn't fix the buttons, but you can always do it the old-fashioned way, using the character sheet. Alright, that is going to be a hit. I'm going to roll for a second attack while I'm here, as the crossbow automatically lines up another bolt, but the second one misses. The first one hits, dealing 11 radiant damage. Take this, slime ball! The radiant arrow just disappears inside of its form and sizzles to nothingness. And she is gonna run back over here and use the caravan as sort of cover. Boom Crash, it is your turn. You have push to talk on.
Eldritch Blast.
Ha! Alright, a 10 does not hit, unfortunately.
Okay, second little.
A natural 20! Alright, it takes 15 force damage and is pushed 10 feet back. It, like, skids along the surface of the water, and then takes 15 force damage.
It already added
I'm
the crit
also going
damage to
It did, that's what the plus is.
Oh, okay.
I'm also going to move, so I am blocking Barty and Rizzo a little bit.
Alright. They're gonna kind of use their actions to, Barty is gonna head back to where Peggy is. Rizzo is going to point towards Juliana. We gotta get her across. She's alone over there. Not quite alone, but I don't know if we can handle it. Meanwhile, the acid elemental rears up for its turn. Seems to be distracted.
I pissed it off.
Yeah, it does seem to be distracted by you two. It wiggles and wavers, deciding who to attack. It is going to, I think. I'll roll for threat. Okay, it's going to go over towards Amon.
I cast Fade. I'm a priest. I can cast Fade.
That's not good. Hold on a second. Why this button not working? Oh well.
It broke.
Yeah, I don't know why this button's not working. Wait. No, I know why it's not working. Aha. That ought to do it. There we go. It uses its acid spray, which spews forth a 30-foot cone of acid from its form. Just spurts right out of its belly. I'm going to need Amon, Mao, Zumasu, and Hotch, and Grovel to make dex saves.
I think we all get my bonus, don't we?
Everyone except Mao.
Oh, 10 feet.
I have evasion.
She hits it. She hits it too.
I don't ascribe too much
See?
by the diagonal rule.
Aw.
I'll give her half of your bonus. How's that sound?
Okay. What it was the dexterity.
Yes.
Okay.
So she gets +2 anyway.
Okay, so 14. By the way, I also have evasion.
Yes. Okay. Let me just look at these. So, Mao, you succeeded. Amon did not. Zumasu did. Hotch didn't, and Grovel did. Okay. So, let's roll for damage.
So 11 doesn't make it.
No, 11 doesn't make the 14.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I didn't make it either because mine's only 12.
What?
Mine's
But-
only 12.
Didn't you add your...
Yeah, it already added it to it.
It doesn't look like it does.
Yeah, that's what the +4 is. I have no inherent dex, so the 4 is from the save.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, I've got a 12.
Okay, cool. In that case, you will take 21 acid, Amon takes 21 acid, Hotch takes 21 acid, Grovel takes 11 acid, and Mao, you take no acid.
Yay.
Don't do drugs, kids. The elemental then sinks beneath the water. And it completely melds with the acid form. You can see its nucleus like fade into the water and zoom away, but you're not sure to where it has gone. It is hiding. It's Ostric's turn.
Time to move on.
Where did the thing go? I cannot see it. Juliana, you're going to have to... Rizzo, come here, help me. Don't worry, I got her. And Ostric's going to attempt an assisted athletics check to hoist Juliana across. It's not a saving. It's not a saving throw. Please click on the right thing. All right, an 18. Juliana is hoisted safely across. Ostric is then going to back up 10 feet and then run for 10 feet to jump this chasm with another athletics check.
The jumping was automatic.
It is. It's more from the condensation and slipperiness. Ostrich does make it to the other side, but his foot slips, or their foot slips on the edge of the surface, and they fall, dipping their toes a bit into the acid before Rizzo catches them. Don't worry, I got you, buddy. Ostrich is going to take 48 acid damage. 4d8. In case that wasn't clear, not 48. And Ostrich is pulled to safety, but that is mostly their turn. They continue their movement just to get out of harm's way, and Juliana is going to as well. Zumasu, is your turn.
Well, I can't do much if it's hiding underwater.
You can try and
Especially
search
acid
for
water.
it. It does have a visual tell.
Okay. Can I bonus action magical weapon my sword? And I guess I'll use my action to... Okay, can I ready an action and search for it?
You
Because
can,
I just want to
I
ready
would
to
search
hit it
for
when
it
it's-
first, and then just ready your action if you can't find it.
Okay.
But it did look to go away, so you might need to move to actually get towards it.
Is
to
it,
see it.
what type of check is it? Perception?
I would say it's perception. Yeah,
Nope.
at this distance, and with the acid mist up in the air, it's almost impossible to tell where it's gone. Okay, readying your
Alright.
action?
I'm gonna just move here and ready my action to attack it if
Okay.
it's within my movement.
With what?
Just my magical longsword, because I used the bonus action to do that.
Oh, just my magical longsword. Okay. It is Grovel's turn. Are we out of the water? I didn't see where it went. Grovel's
This
like
isn't
skirting
water.
along the bottom, or the edge of this. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Actually, they only have 5 because they're a dwarf. So they'll go here, and then they're gonna make a perception check of their own. Skill check. Perception. Yeah. Ah! The mist is in my eyes! It's irritating! Mao, it's your turn. He couldn't find anything.
I guess perception check.
If you'd like.
I feel like the best thing to do is to keep moving and away and quickly.
Right. Unfortunately, your perception is not high enough to pick it up either.
It's
It
fine.
has
Can I see at
disappeared.
least where we need to head to? Maybe? Like an exit?
Well, you guys were heading in that direction that you just pinged, yes.
Then I'm just gonna keep heading that way, since I have movement.
Alright. You get to the edge over there, but you realize that there is another crossing up here where we're going to have to get the cart across. There is no obvious exit.
Curse this place.
That sounds about
I
right.
still got telekinesis. Don't worry, I got it.
I know.
But
It's just this place just sucks.
Yes, it does. I want to get the hell out of.
you're welcome. I'm on.
Yay!
It is your turn if Mao is done.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm just gonna... I guess I'm gonna dash. Alright, that's it. That's the extent of it.
Okay, you dash along the canyon edge. Do you want to try and search for the elemental if you're doing no other actions?
I mean, if you're gonna let me, sure, why
Yeah.
not?
Ooh.
Eh.
It's not bad. Let me just check for a split second.
I guess it's just a hide roll or whatever.
Okay. eh. Just rolling dice over here. Yeah, it looks like you have spotted it, even though it has advantage on its hiding check. It appears to be moving just around the center, around here. You can see just the hint of its nucleus, like zooming around the bottom of the lake. Okay. It is.
Sorry, where was it again? I got a text message, so.
Is right in here, although it's not appearing on my camera screen. Got
Yeah, if you pinged it, I didn't see a ping.
Oh, I'm like pinging repeatedly. I hope I'm connected. Eh?
Okay, now I see it. Okay.
I
see
pinged it on
now.
the other screen that time. That's weird that
Okay,
it's not
then.
showing up. Okay. It is Peggy's turn. Peggy cannot see it. She hops out with her crossbow once again, looking for it. Where is the thing? Let me at it! And she's gonna ready her action, I think. Boom Crash, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna try and spot it,
Okay.
like pretty much everybody else.
Rizzo is going to back up during this turn.
Yeah, I feel
That's
like
a good
we're
idea. I'm
moving
providing
very
cover.
carefully.
Okay, it looks like you aren't able to spot it, unfortunately.
Okay, well, I can't see anything, so I'm just going to be the meat shield for the other tender beasties. So
Alright. Sounds
I'm
good.
gonna call out to them to keep on moving.
Alright, we'll try. And I'm assuming that this is the giant lizard, not the phantom steed right now, because that's what you guys tend to do. But
Probably.
I
uh,
forget.
We haven't been using him, so he can just focus on moving the cart as is.
okay, Hotch heads over to the giant lizard. Come along, little beastie. Careful now. And
I
starts.
telepathically tell him to follow Hotch so that he's not aggressive or anything.
Yeah, it kind of gets the idea. Okay, so the rest of them are going to start sort of following suit, carefully moving along the canyon edge. Meanwhile, the acid elemental starts to resurface. I just need to check for... well, there it is. I'm gonna check for recharge. Okay, it did not recharge its acid spray. So, it is going to spin down over this way and is going to lash out with its whips, one at Grovel. That's the wrong button. That's the right button. Okay, that's going to hit Grovel, and they're going to take 11 acid damage. Ugh! My arm! Ugh. Thankfully, Grovel did ready their action for their crossbow, because they only moved once. But it fires off and into the acid nearby.
Is it close enough for me to make a swing at it?
This close? Do you have 15, 20 feet reach?
No, I meant, but I said could I make a dash at it or anything or movement?
Oh, no, you only put one thing into an action, a readied action. For instance, one attack or one dash.
Okay.
It is not within range, but your weapon glows menacingly. It is going to move 5 feet this way and attack Amon with its touch.
Could you not?
Deals 14 acid damage to you if a 21 or a 21 hits.
Eh.
And then it spins back out into the acid. It seems to be moving very, very quickly while it's in the water, but it doesn't hide this turn. It's Ostric's turn. They're going to leap out next to Boom Crash. We got this fool. And shoot their bow. And shoot their bow. Unfortunately, none of those hit. We cannot hurt this thing. What is wrong? Zumosu, it is your turn.
Meh. So I can't set ready in action to run at it and attack.
You can't do both.
Okay. Question about attack of opportunity. So if it moves into my threatened square... Okay, if I ready in action to move up to it, do I still get a reaction if it moves out of there?
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
It does seem to have 10 feet reach, though. It whipped out towards Amon and Grovel before retreating.
Okay. But I guess my point is, if I run up to it, and then it tries to move away...
You would get a reaction because it's moving out of your threatened reach.
Okay, so I'm gonna move... Amon's all the way over there, and it's trying to attack him, though. Yeah. Yeah, I'll move up a little bit and then I'll use about 10 feet of my movement, or 15 feet, and then I'll save the rest of it to run wherever it appears close to somebody.
Okay, so you're gonna run up to it and mark it, kind of?
Yeah.
Alright. It is Grovel's turn. They are going to shoot their crossbow at the thing before it goes back under. And miss. Guys, this is looking a little difficult. Mao, it is your turn. Grovel is just gonna back up like 5 feet about, trying to get away from the water.
Yeah, I guess. Can I do it a bonus action to hide?
It looks like there are some crevices here. You are a bit upper and higher than the water where it's taking place. So I'll say that you could hide. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I don't think it can beat that. Oops. Accidentally grabbed it. Okay, so 2 natural 20s. I'll allow that to hit this time. Right. That's a lot of damage.
Woo!
Is your weapon magical?
No.
Then it deals half.
Thick.
Right.
Alflexio goes on strong to heal that damage.
Okay, so that's 14 plus 25, 39, so that's 20 halved. Still a sizable chunk. You shoot your short bow, and it flies true as you, you run down towards the side or the edge of the, the canyon edge, and then you just shoot out from, like, a prone position, and it zooms towards its nucleus before skidding right by it. The whole form starts to vibrate. It does seem to have made an effect upon it, albeit the non-magic didn't help it resist some of it.
Gotcha.
I'm on. Sorry, that was a stumbling description I went through. You poked its
Alright.
you poked its ball. Got it. Amon,
Yay.
it is your
Okay.
turn.
Guiding bolt is what I'm gonna cast.
Right.
Let's see, it's range spell.
Your
Okay,
range
I should
spell,
hit.
it flies true. Roll for damn.
Okay, 46 radiant.
The arrow streams forth and bursts within it, dealing 18 damage, and reflecting in a nice, pretty caustic lighting around the room.
Yeah, and also the next attack roll made against the target before the end of next turn has advantage. So someone please freaking.
Indeed.
I will try.
Okay, it is Peggy's turn. They're going to make the next attack against it. Ooh, it's nice and lit up for me. They're going to shoot. I need to go into their character sheet because I forgot to make a button. This attack is made with advantage, and it's a 25. I'll make the second attack while I'm here. Oh, that one also hits.
Yeah, 6.
Okay, so the thing now needs to make a Constitution saving throw. A natural 1.
Nice.
Oh, although...
Blind sense.
No, it doesn't have that. It can apparently be blinded. It's a bit weird. But perhaps just...
Sounds like a design flaw.
Sounds like an oversight on the dungeon master. I mean, whoever designed this shit's fault. Okay. It also takes 11 radiant damage. And 11 radiant damage. Maximum damage both times. Peggy is getting good in this Dark Souls world.
Yay!
Her 2 crossbow bolts stream, attracted towards the radiance almost from Amon, and collide with it, meshing and ebbing with their elemental forms, well, their bright energy forms. Because Amon's radiance is a bit of a sickening radiance, while Peggy's is more just bright light energy. Okay, she fist pumps, and gives the floor to you, Boom Crash.
Good job, kid.
Yeah.
Watch me miss. Okay.
Can't fail in front of the kid. Oh, you didn't.
Yay!
That is a hit. For 9 force damage. Alright. It is surprisingly still alive. Ugh.
And I missed. Woo!
Miss as it shudders and sinks into the acid once more. I'm going to need... let's see. Okay, it is going to then stream towards Peggy, Boom Crash, and Ostrich, leaping out of the water, and it splashes on top of you. I am going to need you all to... Hold on, I need to figure out how this works. Okay, each of you guys takes 1d8 acid damage immediately. I do need to move it to get these people. Oops. Here's a d8 for Peggy and a d8 for Ostrich. Oh, interesting.
That's just great.
And here is a d8 for you, Boom Crash. It is 5.
Aha!
Okay, the acid elemental lands upon you guys. Okay, it is Ostrich's turn. I need to figure out how this works.
Since I had a bead, I know I can't reach it, but I can at least move closer to it.
You can.
Okay. I think I can only make it about here unless I jump.
Yeah. you would need to only move 6 squares, I believe. Because you can't hold your action and a dash. Or you can't hold your move and a dash in the...
So I'm going to make it about here.
Yeah. It's just in the heat of the moment, you can't do like a full turn's worth. Otherwise,
Fair
the
enough.
initiative wouldn't do jack. Okay. Yeah, it looks like you can just move out of its space, but it is going to deal another 1d8 acid damage to Ostrich. Only 2. But Ostrich is going to leap out towards the ledge over here, and then drop their bow and whip out their swords. And get a natural 20. Okay, Ostrich leaps out, drops their bow, and starts spinning around with their sword as the nucleus peeks out at them to take a look at its escaping prey. But the swords collide with the nucleus, one after the other, and promptly hurl it out of its form and back onto the ground, where Boomcrash, you just quickly, instinctively blast it with your Eldritch Blast on the ground. The entire form collapses as a stream of acid pours over the edges. Peggy slips for a second, but you can grab her and stop her from falling over.
I do grab her and stop her from falling over because I like her.
Hey, thanks. She laughs to herself. Is that it? Grovel says, kind of tentatively poking around. It looks like the elemental is dead.
Let's keep going.
Nice job, guys.
Yeah, quick dispatch. It was a bit tight there. Anywho,
Nice one, Ostrich and Peggy.
let's
You're getting good.
get your telekinesis going, Boomcrash. It looks like we got another canyon to cross.
Got it.
Okay, I'm gonna clear the initiative before I forget. Okay. Cool. Let's head over to the overworld. So, Boomcrash, you ready your telekinesis to get the cart over the other small gap, and you guys continue along your way through the tunnels. But nothing else of import happens this day. The flumps continue to follow you around, just ambiently feeding off of your telekinetic energies. I don't remember if this was after a long rest or not, like I said, but I'm going to assume it was, so I guess we will continue going. Travel button. Natural 20 navigation, that's fair. I guess you're being led in this direction, so there were no encounters this day. Another good omen. Guess you kind of have to go there. Okay, now travel can push onward, unless you guys wish to take a long rest now. But I assume not.
No, I would say at least personally keep going till navigators are tired. We want to get away from this as quickly as possible.
Standard. Okay. Oh, I forgot we need to do exhaustion first.
Oh boy.
Barty's fine, Hotch fine, Grovel fine, Juliana is not, Peggy is not, so Juliana and Peggy are exhausted now. The rest of you guys, we will see.
I'm fine.
Okay, it looks like everybody's good. We don't know about Mao yet, but Mao is also fine. Okay, so the only people exhausted are Juliana and Peggy. But we continue onward. With that navigation roll, there were no further encounters. You guys continue onward. And do you guys wish to rest? It has been 12 hours.
Sure.
The only people exhausted are Juliana and Peggy, so you can continue.
Well, Peggy's exhausted, which means we have a worse time. So I'm
For
gonna say,
navigating.
Well,
Yeah, there.
navigation's actually easier here, and she doesn't need to
We're not
give
in the
advantage.
maze tunnels.
True, and the
anymore.
flumps are with us.
The flumps
Yeah,
are leading you
so-
guys.
Okay, we
I
can
think
do
I think we can
one
keep on
push.
going.
Okay. It's gonna be a long day. Probably one of the longest. Okay. Successful nav. Well, technically not, but I'm kind of counting that as an automatic success. Because the flumps are assisting Barty, we'll say. Granting
Neat.
advantage. But there is an encounter. As you guys are
Yay.
going along the canyon, you stumble upon what looks like a dead body. It is slumped on a rock, a rather large rock in the middle of the acid river, but it appears to be humanoid, and it appears to have a satchel filled with stuff, and it is clutching a chest.
Does it
Does-
have a hat on?
Yeah, does
So
it
it's-
look like our friend?
No, it does not look
Okay.
like.
So it's in the middle of the
Tropos.
water, though, so it's not like we can just walk over to it.
Yeah.
Acid.
If only we had finished a short rest during our adventures. I mean, you kind of did do a short rest, I'd assume, at
still
some
have-
point.
I still have a spell.
I mean, she probably, every time we kind of go, she's resting on the cart,
Yeah.
kind of the idea. So she gets her spells back, at least.
Well, she doesn't have any spells that could lift things out of the water from a distance, though, does she?
Would telekinesis not work? I mean, this
Oh no,
is
it would
kind of
straight up
becoming-
work. I was just trying to be pedantic.
Oh, okay.
I was also saying, don't all your spells come back if you have a short rest?
They do.
Yeah, so Boom Crash pretty much has telekinesis as long as something doesn't terrible happen while they're traveling.
Oh, you catch
Yeah,
something
pretty
fishing there, bird?
I can. So, do we want to, or do we think this is a trap?
I mean, if you're lifting it, it's a lot safer than somebody trying to go out there.
True. I lift.
Okay. You use telekinesis to lift the corpse over and bringing it towards you. Well, mostly you're grabbing the bag and hurling it over. There's also
You're not
the
gonna pass
chest.
out through.
You also grab the chest immediately after and bring it over to you guys, and plop them on the ground before you. The skeleton is perfectly skeletal, white and gleaming. It looks like it has scraps of clothes on them, and its backpack is quite hefty,
Investigation time?
if you'd like.
Can I use a mage talon to open and poke at it a little bit? I don't quite trust this yet.
Zumasu, are
Yeah.
you trusting this? Just wondering if you're, like, touching it and whatnot.
I guess I'm just doing an outward check first, since she's gonna use her mage.
Okay, you just like do an outward check of the corpse. With your 13 investigation, and Boom Crash like lifting up necessary flaps and whatnot, it just looks like a skeleton. You're not sure how it died. It doesn't look like there's any breaks or anything in the bone. I guess that would be more of a medicine check, but I'll count the investigation. Yeah, it looks like it was some sort of explorer type, from best you can tell with the scraps of clothing it has left on it.
Okay. Alright, Boom Crash, maybe I'm gonna step back and let her just really kind of dig in there with her mage hand, I guess.
Alright.
I mean, I can, but I think we're probably going to need to touch it at some point. So, do we want to? I'm going to go and look at the chest. I
Wait
guess.
a second, you still have telekinesis open, right?
Yeah.
You
Can I do
literally
like
just kinda-
fine manipulation with telekinesis?
Oh yeah. It's a,
Oh.
like a 5th level spell. It's like Mage Hand,
Yes.
but like better.
Do you want me to check to see if it's
Cool.
trapped first?
I mean, if we're not standing next to it, it should be fine. So we just kind of bomb squat it.
Okay, I
So
guess.
everyone back
We're
up
bomb
at
squatting
least
this thing.
60 feet.
Maybe 20 feet is fine. Or
I'm
10,
doing
10 or
30.
20.
You guys sure this is necessary?
I don't know. Do you want a poison gas
It
or a
freaks
poison
me
dart
out
coming
that
at
there's a
you?
corpse that is actually still relatively whole and organic matter sitting in the middle of a fucking ice like acid river.
All
It's
right,
weird.
you guys, the bosses, we'll back up here with the flumps. Yes, we're still here. Okay, you guys are or tell me what you're doing with your telekinesis.
I'm gonna try and open the chest.
Okay, you kind of grasp your shadowy grip around the lid, but it appears to be locked. The chest itself looks like a trunk. It's very rectangular and made out of iron. Like the entire thing is just solid iron. Probably would have been difficult to lift it without the telekinesis.
Interesting. Okay. Mao, do you want to go and unlock it? You have a little bit more experience than I do with that. And I'll keep the telekinesis going.
Sure. I'm gonna definitely check it for some traps first.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead and make an investigate check for me. Ah, another 13, I see. Alright.
But I'm looking for traps.
Well, you poke around with your thieves' tools, just kind of like poking at the thing, looking at all the little studs that are kind of like lining the rims of it, looking around at the lock. It doesn't appear that there are any traps in it. I was going to say nearby, in the chest. Yeah, you don't see any traps.
I guess I will attempt to unlock it, but I will not attempt to open it.
Okay.
Good plan.
I unlock it magically. With my eyes. My special eyes.
Okay. You unlock the chest with your thieves' tools. As you poke around and prod within it, you stretch them out, and you hear a click. Might be unlocked now, you think. You're fairly certain.
I back away and I just kind of like wave my hands as a gesture of like, alright, your turn.
We are totally bomb squatting this thing.
After you. Alright, you guys have been presented an open chest.
Oh, sorry.
An unlocked
Yeah.
chest.
I forgot push to talk. I opened the lid with telekinesis. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Oh, lid.
The lid. You break open the chest. It's on rather rusty hinges, so it does squeak when it opens. It startles everyone, but nothing seems to happen. Within, you see a small pile of coins. It's not super big, but does appear to have been a treasure chest. It also has a few supplies in it, some spoiled rations, and looks like 2 explorers' kits.
Okay. I sort of wave Grovel over and it's like, okay, I think it's safe. Just wanted to make sure it wasn't a mimic or anything.
Could you do the thing if you have control of the chest? Can't you just like kind of carefully tilt it over and like?
I can dump it out.
You dump it out. It lands on the ground.
Okay. I think we're good. Help yourselves.
Yeah.
All right. You head in and restock some of the spent stuff on the cart, like any of the pulleys that had broken. Some of the rope has been replenished. You guys can, I'll say each of you can add an extra 50 feet of rope to your inventories.
Rope.
Nice. Also, backpack. Let's poke around the back.
There's 2 adventurers packs in there, so this person was not alone.
Is there a crowbar?
There is 2 crowbars.
Okay, I'm stealing the crowbar.
Yeah, this is like a battle.
Well,
I'm not
maybe there was
superstitious, I'm just
another-
saying.
There's probably another acid elemental that ate these guys, to be honest.
In the chest with the gold, there is 140 gold pieces and 60 silver pieces. But since you guys did do it in front of everybody, everybody seems to
Yeah.
expect some of it.
No, I sort of did that on purpose. So we stay in goodwill with the rest of the party.
Damn it! How dare you be clever?
So it looks like
We
there's
have thousands, dude. Chill.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give up my chair since I'm taking some of the other equipment.
So it looks like
Anybody wanna
each
tell me the
buddy's
rope?
getting like 12 gold, a little left over.
Okay, that seems fair.
I think there's about 7 left over. And then for the silver, everybody's getting just about 5 silver, with about 4 left over. Grovel takes the extra share.
I mean, he's the leader. It makes sense. What about the is it the backpack? Because there's also a
Yeah,
backpack.
you can look in the
not just
backpack.
chest.
But I was
I look
waiting
in
for
the
somebody
backpack.
to do it since you guys seem to be being so careful.
Yeah, I'm getting impatient.
Okay.
So
Boom
backpack.
Crash. You leap towards the backpack and start rummaging through it. Within you see a... it looks like a bunch of cloth and whatnot. It looks like clothing that's gotten like holes eaten through them. Probably just bugs or something. But you also find a like hole-filled sort of roll that you unfurl, and there's a flap that you open up, and there's a bunch of thieves' tools within it.
Nice.
Yep.
Hey, does Mao, Peggy, do
Eh.
either of you need more thieves' tools?
I'm always down for more.
All right, grab onto
Okay.
it. You also find a small gold nugget within the cloth. It was wrapped up as well.
Okay. Does anybody see me find it?
Make a sleight of hand check. Or, I guess, if you want to check, then maybe a perception check first. Alright, you kind of just look around. Make a sleight of hand check. You don't think you've been spotted. Alright, you just kind of look around and quickly tuck it within your feathers. Just cough and then toss it within there. You know that there's a pouch in there somewhere. It eventually
Woo!
finds its way in. For your reference, the gold nugget is worth about 50 gold.
Damn, that's some good shit.
Good chicken McNuggets.
Golden nuggets.
Gold nuggets for the golden chicken. Wait, I'm not. Damn,
Goose?
not yet.
Not a chicken. Not yet, she said.
Not
with
yet.
hope. Right. You guys wish to do now? Anything else?
I mean,
Mm,
Done with this?
I guess so.
Throw away the rations into the acid and leave it?
Sure, you throw them into the acid. It's fun to watch. They just kind of sizzle up and bubble up a bit before.
Can I play
dissolving
golf
into
with the
nothing.
skull and the femur?
Sure.
Yeah, actually, let me keep the skull.
Oh,
I can,
okay.
I can cast because I'm collecting skulls because actually,
You don't need to explain yourself, it's okay.
no question. Speak with dead. It says the corpse needs to be able to speak. Does that require having a tongue, or is
You can certainly try.
no? I don't have the spell cast. I'm just asking if it works that way.
I'm not sure. Religion is a fickle thing.
Well, spells aren't.
mean-
But spells aren't, you motherfucker. You can make a religion check.
I mean, you already modified the spell once, so.
And I'll do it again too, damn it.
God. Where the fuck is knowledge?
It's just religion. To the best of your knowledge, it can work. It just brings back the spirit, and the spirit just sort of imbues it with animation. Well,
Okay, in that
normally,
case-
yes, it will just inhabit a corpse and try and use it to the best of its ability. You might be able to get something without flesh and tongue to speak.
All right, then. Before you whack the skull, I am yoinking that thing.
Boom
I have,
Crash
like,
tees up against a rock with the skull and readies the femur that she's ripped off it, but then you yoink it out beneath her foot, Peanuts style, and
I
grab
was
it for
just about to
yourself.
say.
Oh!
Aww.
Good
Come
grief.
on. Shucks.
Yada,
Okay, so
yada,
I
does
took
it.
it.
Good grief. All right. I have about like 6 skulls. Like I
Hell
got
yeah.
a lot of things to talk about. so.
Keep track of where they're from so that I can remember. Because if you pull
Okay.
out a skull and say, I ask this skull what's up, I'm not going to know what to say.
All right, you know,
Also,
you might
does
know-
Speak
you might
with
know
Dead
that.
only work on one target at a time?
I believe so.
Yeah.
So
That's
So we're
definitely part of it.
basically
And
gonna have some slumber parties at Allure once we get back.
Yeah.
Creepy.
also, in my world, Speak with Dead only works once against the same corpse. Anywho, fun bit of lore dump. So yeah, you have properly desecrated this corpse, torn apart its body, tossed bits of it into the acid, whatever.
For some classy motherfucker.
Nothing but class with these smugglers. And you guys continue on your journey. Do you guys wish to rest? You seem in a playful mood, so who knows?
well, aren't some people exhausted? I think
Yeah, we
need
should
to rest
rest.
because of them.
Okay, you guys will rest. Alright, no encounters during this rest. There's just sort of like an eerie presence in the air with being near this corpse, I guess. But the night passes mostly uneventfully. Where is she? Rizzo did not find any healing potions this time around. The cart is, of course, at full health. I will say that, Mao, I'm going to need you to make a perception check.
Ooh, Peggy, Peggy, Peggy.
Right. Interessante.
One of these days I'm gonna yeet it into like the acid pit. Just so I don't have to deal with this.
Yeet.
Okay. Mao, you are awoken in the night. Well, as night as it gets down here.
I still pretend to be asleep.
Well, you are awoken by the sound of Peggy going, "Hey, Mao,
Yeah, I'm pretending to be asleep.
Mao,
Still pretending.
hey!" And you feel something slap your face. It feels kind of soft and covered in cloth.
What?
You open your eyes, and there is a sort of gloved hand near your face, and it gives a little peace sign in front of your face and waggles. As it comes into focus, you realize that it's connected to a rather long, extended metal contraption that Peggy has connected to her hands, and in one of her hands, she has a little pipe. Got it.
Wow, proud of you. Go back to bed.
Don't you want to congratulate me?
No, I'm tired. Get it in the morning.
But I passed the test. I didn't I?
Yeah, good job. And it's fucking the middle of the night. So I'm gonna go back to sleep. We'll figure this out in the morning.
Barty comes over. What's all this ruckus? Peggy,
She wants to learn how to kill people, and big thing killing people is make sure you have a good night's rest. Go.
killing people. Peggy, you're supposed to be
Can
on
I
watch.
wake up?
At this point, you guys are sort of awoken. You're like in your like sleeping bedrolls, and you just kind of like your eyes flutter awake to the noise. And Barty goes, "Peggy, what are you? That's my navigational equipment. You can't do that." And he just sort of grabs it out of her hands and starts like picking pieces off of this little remote control thing that she has going on. Hey,
What
come
just
on!
happened?
She's fooling around with my equipment.
I don't think it's my. She was going after my
Peggy,
pipe.
Mao told me to get the pipe, and I wanted to get the pipe so that she could talk. That's enough. I think your watch is over, young lady. Go back to bed.
Oh, you got the pipe from Mal? Nice.
Can I do like a perception check? Because he was saying that was his thing, right? So did she just like tinker toy one of his items to make it look like the pipe?
Make an intelligence check. No, you kind of like subtly feel around, and it feels like she's gotten the pipe from where it was hidden from.
Alright.
But that equipment does resemble Barty's navigational equipment. There was like a crystal in it that was like powering it up, and a few little ribbons that have like numbers upon them. They were cobbled together in this strange like extended glove to like go and grab the pipe out from its hiding space.
Yeah.
I'm assuming there's something in Discord.
She MacGyvered her way into it?
Yeah, pretty much. She did some funny things. I like it.
I'm so proud.
Back to bed. Because, like, good on her. Now I have to do more things, and I don't want to.
Okay.
Responsibilities.
Exactly.
I'm gonna sort of come over to Peggy, pat her on the head, tell her good job, and say that Mao can be a bit of a grump in the middle of the night, but you did good, kid. And then I'm gonna go back and curl up and go back to sleep. Unless it's my watch.
No, probably not. But you, I guess you could offer to take over since you're up now. And Peggy just kind of like smiles to you and then just heads over to her bunk, proud of herself. Unfortunately, her little Inspector Gadget arm has been disassembled, but she passed the test that Mao gave to her.
I'm gonna start stealing all of her shit now in the future on my watch. I'm just saying.
I told her to do this, but now she's brought this wrath upon herself.
She's got to learn the hard way. This is what it is. Now she's got to protect her own.
All right, you guys awaken. Finally, a bit disturbed rest, so you guys kind of caught an extra
I had a great
hour.
sleep, you guys. How'd all you go? Best I ever had.
Al now has a mini-me, has an apprentice.
Oh,
My face
Peggy?
looks like I
Isn't
got
that
punched
exciting?
You know.
He has a friend.
Peggy?
Yeah.
I look at Mal.
He
What?
managed to steal something from Mal.
I'm
It was
looking at
great.
both of them like I can't tell if you're trying to make fun of me or not. I'm
I'm
not
trying
really
to-
sure.
I'm trying to.
I give you a
defend this
hug.
expression.
Because I'm
I'm
feeling
s-
affectionate, and I know you're gonna go with stiff as a board and get really uncomfortable and make this awkward, but I'm gonna give you a really
Yup,
big
and I'm
hug.
like, I'm so confused.
I'm gonna shake Mal's hand and be like, "That's really nice of you, Mal. I knew there was something good in you too."
I'm just gonna grumble and take it.
You
Okay.
grumble and take it. All right, come on, guys, pack up camp. I know we had an eventful night last night, but let's make sure we don't have an eventful day. Ugh.
No promises?
My
Sort of
breakfast
cackle.
done. He storms off to like a little fire where you guys were cooking up some sort of acid squirrel. I don't know.
I sort of go over to Grovel. It's like, Grovel, you good? You okay, dude?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's just a big way off of the beaten path just for this wizard business. This Lobodile.
It's for a toll. It's putting in the work now so we don't have to pay later. I think it's reasonable. How about you?
Well, I don't
Because-
personally need it. But
I mean,
if you guys are all dead set on this, we don't really have a choice. We can't really be alone in here with a black dragon roaming around.
I completely agree. Do not want to face that fucking thing again. However, when we started this whole thing, we're supposed to be able to circumvent Dane entirely. We weren't supposed to run into him, and we did. So I just want to be prepared because I've already watched one of my friends die because of him.
Yeah, he ain't a pleasant sight.
Yeah, so there's a dwarf corpse that's heavily armored that had a significant amount of gold. That's a part of that little hoard for that little fucker, and eventually he will burn, but for right now, don't want to fuck with it.
I'm sure your dwarf friend was a great warrior to
He was a
accumulate so
badass.
much gold.
He was a badass.
Like I don't like. I never met this guy, but he sounds disappointed.
He was actually an eco-terrorist.
Oh. Well, that's a new one.
He was
Takes a
pretty
sip
badass.
of grog.
It was a lot of fun.
I'm sure he
Yeah.
was. Cheers to
Apparently
your
trees
dwarf
can count
friend.
as weapons.
Are we talking about dwarf friends? Yeah, Barty, I guess they lost a dwarf friend, but...
Remember,
To
say
Bonry.
say
To
say
Bonry.
no to
To
no
Bonry.
no to Dwargars.
Yeah.
No to Dwargars.
That's why you guys had a bit of animosity, but... you never know. Either way,
Actually-
we need to get going.
Right.
Pack up your
Indeed.
shit.
Pony up, let's go.
Right.
I'll stick ahead 30 feet. Keep an eye out.
At this point, the flumps that have been feeding upon your dreams, which is nicer than it sounds, they're just a bunch of haunters floating up there. They
Do they
speak
make
to
funny
you.
faces from time to time?
No, they just kind of make flumpy fart noises every once in a while. Anywho, they speak to you guys telepathically. I'm sorry, but this is where we're gonna have to let you go. This is as far as we can get, but the rest of the ravine is pretty obvious kind of where to go. You just follow it straight. I'm sure your navigators will be able to help you.
Cool.
Okey-doke. Thank you. Are you gonna wait here for us so we can come back with you?
No, we're just gonna go back. We need to convene with the council and use what we've learned to help us all. Godspeed, strange folk, and we hope you
Okay.
best of luck.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Flumps.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. They all start sputtering off through the air with the greatest of ease as one leaves a fart in its wake.
Yum. Okay, let's go.
Oh, good. Yeah, I was getting kind of sick of them anyway.
I thought they were pretty cool.
Well, you can be wrong with opinions. Okay.
Isn't it you can have different opinions?
Ah,
Successful navigation as you guys make your way along. It looks like there is another encounter. But, you guys are easily able to circumvent it, as it is supposed to be a caravan challenge where you get the caravan across the ravine, but it's like a wider branch of it. But you guys have telekinesis, so Boom Crash spends a spell slot, and you guys move onward. And then she sits on the cart and replenishes it. Congrats!
Can it mechanically be when she's resting, people are fanning her and feeding her grapes?
I mean, I will not object to that, but
The grapes
it's
are
not a
summoned and are thus
requirement.
bland.
It's at least something.
Alright, you continue along with this pony show. Successful nav. And at this point, you guys still aren't seeing signs of this thing. The flumps only mentioned that it was at the very tip of it, and the ravine still hasn't come to an end yet. You can continue onward now, but risk getting exhaustion.
I
Hello.
kind of want to be well rested when we face this dude.
Mm.
Because we don't know if it's going to be a friendly or not.
we are already rested.
But you risk getting exhaustion now along the way.
Yeah, we're
So,
already
yeah.
doing a detour anyway. Like,
So fuck it, let's go.
That's kind of how
Yeah.
I feel. Like, we're taking
Okay.
a lot of time to do this. Like, hopefully it's just the NPCs that kind of get affected.
yeah, we've already taken like 2 long rests, which is like too
A
many
lot.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Okay,
No.
successful... No, what? Oh yes, you need to do that.
I'm a little tired.
Okay.
We're taking a nap.
Mao is tired, Hotch is tired, Rizzo is tired, Grovel is not. So Hotch and Rizzo, I'll put marks on them. Tired. Rizzo. Okay. They are tired, but you guys steel yourselves and continue on with all of the travel, and make it to the edge of the ravine. The acid river narrows and streams almost to a trickle as it gets to the very edge of this place. It, as you follow the river, it's a very kind of steep, like, crevice that it's at the bottom of. Just the water level has sort of fallen. But as you get towards the end of this ravine, you see the walls converging to your left and right, but it converges at what appears to be a pillar of smoke. You head onward and find yourselves at a nice little wooden bridge that has been crafted going over the ravine, and beyond it is what looks like a cozy cottage. The building looks small. It only has 1 or 2 rooms within it, possibly. Plants are hanging from the windowsills, bathed in golden light coming from beyond the diamond-crossed windows. The tile roof slopes inward slightly and has a crooked chimney peeking out from behind it, and the trail of white smoke is coming out of the chimney. Oddly enough, the smell of baked goods fills this area.
Not gonna lie, if I die here, I might be okay with it.
A wreath of woven forest leaves decorates the rounded doorway, which has a little knocker on its center.
I
Should we
sort of look around and slowly approach.
Well, I was gonna say, do we want to have everybody approach, or just kind of send out a small greeting party sort of thing?
Be like small greeting party,
A small greeting party.
But like this 4 sort of thing.
especially Boom Crash and you, because wisdom saving throws are important.
Well, I don't have much wisdom. It's mostly just I got the innate trait. My charisma's not terrible, also.
Send the paladin and the bird. The bird is
Alright.
unassuming, and the paladin is has an official word.
I'll
Unless
keep
you
an
know,
eye out from afar.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Small approach.
scary, so I'm not approaching.
That's fair. And that way you can protect them if we need to book it.
Or resurrect us if we die. Okay, come on, Zuzu, let's go.
Right, so
Oakley dokley.
who is staying behind?
Me.
Everyone that's not Boom Crash and Sumasu, basically.
Okay.
Maybe Mao stay by. Maybe Mao just keep an eye out.
I was gonna be
we
lookout. I
we
just don't
are
know where
all
you would
keeping
want
an
me.
eye out, but we're just not approaching.
Okay, you guys kind of hang out towards the other side of this bridge. We can just say that you're on the other side. There's not enough total room here on this map that I've made. But you guys approach. You see that there's just a little grassy wreath upon the door, and you can see movement beyond the windows that you can see on the door, and the door knocker is shaped like a little beetle with a little round loop beneath it.
Oh, cute. Am I tall enough to reach it?
Oh yeah, you're a medium creature.
Okay. I look to Zuzu and reach up and knock 3 times.
Come in. Come in. It should be unlocked.
Okay, thank you. I
All right.
enter.
All right. Enter.
Greetings.
This is so. Oh my god, this place is so cute.
You push open the door and find 2 plush armchairs, and large cushions and pillows covering them. There's a decorative rack of wands hanging on one of the walls, and a fire warming the place from an oven, where a young mage dressed in fine silk robes and an apron pulls a tray of pastries out. Hello. sorry. I've just made some crumpets, and there's tea set for you. Would you like some? Just your friends can come too if they'd like.
All right. We didn't want to impose or upset you.
Oh no, it was clear you were coming, so I wanted to be ready.
Okay.
How did you know that we were coming, may I ask, if that's not too impolite?
Oh, magic, dear. Obviously.
So is prophecy and looking into the future one of your specialties?
Oh, I have all sorts of specialties, my young Kenku. Please, let me just, I need to get the jam into a jar over here. She heads over to a table and starts filling it up.
It's alright if I go flag down our friend?
Oh, yes, of course.
I think so. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna just go pop outside and do a sort of like thumbs up and wait for them to come.
Okay.
There's crumpets inside.
Okay, I'm
What?
gonna
Be
go
polite.
in a little further.
I'm gonna say be polite and look directly at Mao, and then go back in.
I stay outside.
Okay.
I too
it.
stay outside.
Oops, I think I grabbed you. Or maybe you just moved where I happen to move all these
I
dudes.
moved.
Okay.
My name is Tea Kettle Whistle. What is yours?
I'm Delilah Greenwood. Sorry, Green Flame. I got my own name wrong.
Got it.
Delilah Greenflame. Here we go. And you folks, are? Grovel. I'm in charge of this here crew. And she goes, shoes. What?
Oh, I'm sorry.
You guys look down and you're like tracking mud all over the place, and Ostra kind of goes, I'll just stay outside then.
Oh. They can't help. They can't
Yeah,
help.
I look
it.
at
They're
him as
really,
he comes
really
out. I'm like, what? Did they kick you out?
She doesn't want mud, I guess.
Oh, that's rude.
She rushes past and comes. No, you can come in. Strange one. Just on this, and she whips out a towel that she seems to have conjured from nowhere and plops it onto the ground.
Does Ostrich have to shuffle around the home on a towel?
It would seem so. He hangs. They hang there.
It's like when you forget your towel, but you have like the floor mat for the shower, and you have to like shuffle over to go get your towel.
The rest of them are kicking off their shoes and leaving them just outside the door. They just kind of like stare at Amon in the distance, scowling at them and at you. I don't know what's going on. Neither do I, but it seems inviting.
I wanna investigate those crumpets real quick.
Okay. Delilah then pulls a wand off of her wand rack and just starts using prestidigitation to unsoil all of you. All the dirt spins up into the air and then is flown directly out the door.
Certify.
Wow, thank you.
Yes, you folks do seem to be in need of a bath. I thought that you might appreciate it. And please, I see you sampling the crumpets. Feel free.
They are. How are they actually?
I don't know.
Important.
You investigating them?
Yeah, I'm gonna investigate and then eat one as long as it doesn't look. You know, probably. I mean, I'm poison resistant.
They appear to be noble.
Shut
Okay.
up.
What do I know? Oh shit! What do I know about these crumpets?
Okay, you pick up the crumpet and sniff it. Give it a little lick. It tastes like a buttery crumpet. It smells like it too. There's a bit
Where
of
did you get the butter?
a
can't believe
Maillard
it's not
reaction
butter.
upon it. And you bite into it. It feels crisp. It tastes pretty good. It looks like there's cranberries within it as well.
Where did you get the cranberries? Where did you get the butter? This is an amazing crumpet. Compliments to the chef.
Oh, thank you. That means a lot. Other people aren't around to test my baking skills all the time, so it's
If
good
I'm-
to get confirmation.
If I may ask, is this conjured food, or are you actually able to acquire any of these goods?
Oh yes, it's entirely conjured. A bit of a necessity out here in the Underdark, as it were.
Fair
I
point.
would imagine so.
We've
I'm
got
very
used
impressed.
to, our conjured food is a little bland, so to speak. So this is a welcome breath of fresh air.
Probably just inferior magic is all.
I kind of shrug.
Ooh.
I'm outside.
Grovel just kind of like sits on the rug. I
hand Grovel a crumpet.
Okay. I mean, if it didn't kill you.
For real, man. You've been having whatever lumpy potatoes and stuff. Now this is much better.
Can I start looking around? You mentioned a wand rack. Where is that?
That is in ye old corner here.
Okay, I'm checking it out. I'm curious.
Oh, I didn't put the card on this map now. She just asked me in the chat.
Important.
I guess it's
maybe.
over there.
Do you need the cart? It's on the
Oh,
other
no.
side of the bridge, I had
Depends
assumed.
if I'm gonna fuck with it.
Oh, okay.
Good idea.
But it's like outside on the other side of the bridge.
Oh no, I'm outside. I have to walk across the bridge. Hi,
I'm just
Amon.
letting you know where it is. Okay. So Boom Crash, make an investigation check. Delilah kind of like watches you cross the room as she sips from her little cup of tea.
Allie, you're gonna get Ark of the Covenant.
Oh no.
Fuck. God damn it.
What do you mean?
You look around, and there's a table in front of you. It looks like it has a wand in mid-creation upon it. There's tons of arcane sort of like scribblings and notes, but nothing you really recognize. It's all alien to you. This must be well beyond your pay grade as a beginner wizard, as it were. The wand rack just has like 4 wands upon it, each one of varying appearance, but no way to tell what they do or what their purposes are. Delilah just sort of giggles at you. Are you a mage, Bird?
I do a little bit of magic, but I'm mostly in the combat sort of wheelhouse. That's why I'm here, is to help protect these people.
Ah, of course.
What are these for?
You know, just things I'm dabbling in every now and then. I have to keep my mind busy, you know.
May I ask, what brings you out here?
Oh, I live here.
Were you born here?
Oh, no, heavens, no. I traveled here on my own. I don't really get along with other people, I'd say. What brings you folks out to the middle of the Underdark?
I was wondering if you could, with your skills, if you kind of have an inkling of what we're doing here.
Well, I noticed you have that cart that you're lugging around. Let me look you up and down. Folks...
How's Grovel acting under that question?
He just kind of like looks at her and stops what he's doing, puts his tea down into the saucer that he's holding. Ma'am, if you're trying to read our minds... Oh, no, heavens. No, I would not do something so rude and brazen as try to read your mind.
I like how that always comes up now.
So is there a particular reason why you're not a huge fan of the Flumps?
Oh, well, like I said, it's rather rude. I'd like to keep my thoughts inside, all of my own discoveries on my own terms, as it were. But, again, what brings you folks out here? You seem like, pardon, but rough folks. Ostrix shuffles across the room towards the rug, just sort of like sits down on their towel.
We're here for a couple of reasons, and we hope that you would be able to direct us. One, we heard that a friend of ours, his name is Tropos, might have been here at some point in the past.
No, I don't think that I've seen a Tropos here. I haven't had visitors in quite a while.
Okay, can I sense motive that or perception check that?
Sure. It would definitely be insight, though.
I'm curious.
Thank you.
Okay. So... Yeah, Zumasu, you're a little engrossed in your crumpet.
Good.
But Boom Crash, so close to Delilah, you look her up and down, and she looks pretty confident in her statement. But
Okay. Cool.
there's nothing really telling, as far as you can tell.
If I may,
Okay.
She's hard to
is
read.
she- Yeah.
what about the? She said a visitor a while ago, but can we ask how long that was? Because that would have been a while ago since Tropos would have visited, and he did have a hat of disguise, so
That's
could
all
have
true.
been him, but not
Could have
him.
been a different name.
Yeah.
You can ask her whatever you want, dude.
So who was this last visitor that might have greeted you? Tropos is a little bit of a he keeps things a bit in. He might not have been who he seems initially.
Last visitor would have been a few months ago, I think. Just some traveler, some lone explorer, I think. But they just stopped by for crumpets and went on their way. They didn't really need my services other than my help with food and drink.
They weren't asking you. They weren't looking for something.
I don't think so.
Interesting. Okay. And for the second question, the lobed isle in the Venom
Yes.
Lake.
Yes, I've heard of it.
What do you know about the heart of the lobed isle?
Heart. Suppose it might have something like a core of some sort. I don't really know too much about the place myself. I haven't ventured out there. It seems a little dangerous.
The Flumps didn't seem to like it. They fed off of its energy, but they seem to be wary of it.
Well, I mean, they are right to be wary of that strange thing. It's definitely not natural. I surmise it could be what's caused the water here to turn so vile.
So it wasn't always acid?
Well, I'd assume it's not natural for water to be mostly this acidic and glowing, but, perhaps not. I haven't looked into that quite as much. I'm mostly just into my own studies, rather than studying the land.
Well, may I ask what you're working on right now? What are you studying?
A bit of a secret, dear. I don't want it to get out.
Oh, I respect that.
Anyway, you haven't answered
Sorry.
my question. What are you folks doing down here? You seem awfully interested in that, and we don't need to tell you. Quite frankly. I didn't mean to impose. I just wondered why such a large group of people was down here.
Well, truthfully, we're after the heart of that lobed isle.
Oh, I see.
We know some groups who have interest in it, and it seems pretty dangerous to both acquire and it in and of itself. And we could use any help in acquiring it.
We want to make sure that if this is going to be a dangerous artifact, that the party that we're acquiring it for, it isn't the sort of thing that isn't going to blow up in our face. Something that's going to be too destructive.
So you're looking for some sort of safety net? Is that what it is?
Or just mostly information. There's not a lot that's known about this area, so anything that we can glean is going to be helpful.
And again, reaching it is a bit difficult as it is in a pool of acid river.
Yep.
Well, I'm afraid I can't help you too much with the information gleaning. That thing is quite defiant against, reading, as it were. I did try once, but it does not like being divined, as it were.
When you say it does not like being divined, what does that entail?
I tried to scry upon it, dear, and it rejected me. It must have some sort of innate protection against these sorts of things. Not totally unheard of strange phenomenon, but annoying.
Interesting.
I'm sort of chuckling at that.
More crumpets? It looks like you guys have gone through these. I wasn't expecting so many of you, to be honest. I do have some more in here. Let me just pull them out. She heads over to the oven and just pulls out some more crumpets.
Okay, so refresh my memory because I was mostly focused on coughing last week. Is she supposed to help us get to the lobed isle and get out?
Yeah.
Is that why we're
Supposedly,
here?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
The flumps were not able to carry you across despite the fact they can fly. They're far too weak and fragile, as I think Mao found out when
Mao,
she jumped
yeah.
on one and got
I was
sprayed.
like, oh, we can just ride these things, right? Nope.
Okay, so
We want to ask her for her services in getting to the island, essentially.
could you help us get to the island and get back to the shore
Unharmed.
unharmed, preferably in one piece?
Well, of course. Yeah, I could probably swing that. If possible, would you be able to do something for me in return? You don't have to do it beforehand. I can do my end of the bargain first.
Sure. May I ask what it is before we say yes and make a deal?
Well, the flumps are easy enough to repel, but there is something that does irk me down here so deep, and I was hoping a band of intrepid heroes like yourselves might be able to take down the
dragon
that plagues
Yep.
this land. She calls herself
I'm-
Kimadrixa and has attacked me on more than one occasion.
Oh, we have run in with her.
We almost
She's
killed her,
pretty-
but she ran away.
Yes.
Oh, that is good news. So you might be able to do that in return?
Yes.
It's
If we
certainly
could have
try.
some help with that, we could probably lock it down pretty easily. Our other difficulty is knowing when she appears, because again, she's pretty feisty.
Oh,
Kind of keeping eyes on the back of our head right now.
well,
Yeah,
there's no
back.
problem with that. If you injured her, she's probably back at her den, her lair, as it were, recuperating. And I do know where that is. That is not scry-proof.
That's interesting too. Wait, so out of curiosity, who was? I'm guessing the dragon was here first, but were you here first, possibly?
That's a good question. Don't know when the dragon arose. It just found me one day. I don't know. Perhaps it was there all along, and I just hadn't encountered it while I was here. I should also ask, what are you guys out doing outside while this whole conversation over tea and crumpets going?
I am just standing outside in case something disastrous happens.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of what I'm doing too. Keeping an
I
eye
thought
out to see if anything.
I thought you were gonna fuck around with the cart.
Yeah,
I was thinking about it.
That's why I kind of...
I don't want my face to melt. That's why I asked if you had detect
Well,
magic,
don't be-
but you never responded.
Don't be a chicken. Mess around with it. Get your face melted.
Do at least something.
I'm good
You're good?
for now. Trying
Okay.
This is the
Be
only
nice.
opportunity you'll get.
Probably. This is the only time they seem to have left the cart completely undefended and in charge of just two bodyguards.
Yeah, and you know, early bird
You
catches the
pussy.
worm, but the mouse gets the cheese. So I'm gonna wait for the second time. So that way they think they can trust me.
Yeah, but
They-
you can also like look at it.
You know, you
and
do
gather-
you, but I'll say this: they'll never ever trust you. So
True.
this is a moot point.
That's true.
But also, I looked
Doubles-
at it beforehand and I didn't get that much information from it because it's something that's hidden within. It's in boxes, in boxes, in boxes. So that way, there's layers to this cake that I can't get through.
Well, do you
At
want to
least
talk
get
this
the-
over with Amon while you're out here? Or are you just, like, keeping this all to yourself?
Come on, do you have detect magic?
No.
Alright, I'm good. I'm just gonna keep it to myself now.
Hey, can you detect magic? No. End of conversation.
Yeah, just random.
Well, a lot's going on in your head, but irregardless. The rest of you, you guys continue your conversation. The crumpets have finally cooled off, and she brings them out to the table and just plops them down. Tray next to the tea. I'll put more of this on, I suppose. And she takes the tea set over here, while Grovel just kind of pulls out a flask from underneath his vest and just sort of tips it into his tea. Puts the flask
That
back.
makes the tea awful, by the way.
Sure it does, but don't want to be rude. He kind of like raises his eyebrows and smiles as she walks by again.
Is she like humanoid? Is she an elf? Like,
She does appear to be elfish as you look at her. Her robes are green with like gold embroidery upon them, and she's got blonde hair and a wand at her side.
okay.
Well, I would indeed be willing to help you, and I can tell you where Chemadrix's lair is. I suppose that's all that I. That would be my deal.
Okay.
If you folks would be willing to accept.
I'd
Yeah,
be
that,
pretty fine with that. Getting rid of
I'm okay with that.
I do just need to cover all my bases, though.
Mhm.
I would like to seal this deal just so that I can be sure that I can trust you folks. Not to be rude, but you don't seem entirely trustworthy.
I mean, you have your own little spot here, and you've been very kind to feed us. And we are strangers, so that does make sense. What do you
Oh boy,
want
here
to
it
seal
comes.
this deal?
Well, this is sort of embarrassing, but I've been down here for quite a while. Perhaps decades. And I was wondering if perhaps I could steal a kiss from one of you. She
Hey!
kind of like looks over towards Zumasu. Perhaps the
I
handsome
kinda
gentleman
do a
over
sort
there.
of thing.
He did so like my crumpets. I don't know if this is entirely how courtship still works, but
If Zuzu doesn't want to do it, I will totally make out with a hop.
I look at Bum Crash and then look at her.
This
and
is a
read what
fucking
she says
trap.
to that.
Boomcrash, she's also
yeah.
an elf.
Mm.
Oh, the thing that happened that
Oh,
we don't
yeah.
really talk about.
Yeah.
Haha!
Haha,
It is
caught within your loophole. She
So, yeah,
blushes
no,
and says,
she's-
I shouldn't have recommended it. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I'm game.
Yeah, it's all right. But I'm just kind of awkwardly go over to her and kind of like drop on a knee,
Aww.
extend an arm.
Okay, you very princely walk over to her and drop on your knee and extend an arm. She
I wait for her to lean in.
She takes your hand and pulls you up towards her and says, you are quite handsome. And Grovel just kind of... are you okay, Grovel? Yep, just, I'm gonna go over here and not look at this thing happening. Ostrich is staring intently. Juliana is blind. Peggy is also staring intently and shuffles over towards where Ostrich is. Hotch is enjoying a crumpet, blissfully unaware of what is going on. And Delilah leans in to kiss you.
Oh, I completely forgot. I needed to do push talk. I cover Peggy's eyes and I'm looking at Ostrich and I'm being a Kenku shield to give them some.
Oh, okay.
Okay, just
Because I'm a bro.
Just to be specific,
I'm a bro.
this is gonna be just a PG-13 kiss. It's gonna be more than a peck, but it's not gonna be. I'm not gonna go for anything.
Yes, sir,
Stop
Sir
cheating on your
Knight.
girlfriend.
Oh, poor Maria. Well, she did find that other guy that was just like you, Zumasu. So I
Hey,
suppose this
it's
is
just-
revenge.
This is just a kiss. This ain't. This, as I said, this isn't. This
This
is
is-
anything too extreme.
This is just a kiss. How did it end up like this?
Doesn't mean anything. Besides a deal.
You reciprocate. That, I guess that's PG-13, right?
Yeah. Just no tongue.
Very cute.
Yeah, just you know, Disney style kiss and there.
As this happens, you see a strange flash before your eyes.
Deal. Sealed
Uh-oh.
with a kiss. That's interesting.
Well, the deal is made. I suppose that, I will help you along your way.
Interesting magic there.
It
In more
is
ways than one.
indeed interesting magic, she says as she begins cackling madly. And then
Oh no.
her form fades away, revealing that she is a wart-covered
Dragon?
creature, completely hunched over and with hair as white as snow and flesh as green as the acid of the Venom Canyon.
I saw
You've
this
made
one.
the deal, and now you're mine. Yeah, she reveals herself.
She a hag.
Well, hag is a bit of a, you know.
I thought that was actually a creature type or something.
Yeah,
It
but
is.
it's really rude, to be honest. There she is. Yeah, she reveals herself, and as this form fades away, the rest of you guys that had crumpets in your mouth suddenly feel slightly sick as you
I'm so glad I didn't eat any of these.
you look down. Those of you that are eating, of course, it's mostly trekkers, but it is just brown and rancid. There's like a worm crawling out of Grubbles as he throws it across the room. Barty's tea is filled with yellow, brackish water, and then the warmth and coziness of this entire environment fades away. And it appears that everything within it is entirely made of dung.
Oh no.
What about the exterior?
The exterior also fades away instantaneously. The rest of you guys outside are like, what's going on?
Just gonna like look at Amon and be like, huh, should we go in?
You want to go into a poop house?
No,
It looks like we
it's
probably
like
should help.
I say this like a let them learn their lesson.
I sit down. Alright. For a bit. Just a bit.
Indeed.
Okay.
I'm gonna stare at her for a second, deadpan expression, look around, and then kind of like
You like sort of
Kinda
let
sit
go of her
down.
at this point.
I'm just gonna look around, deadpan
Peggy, I
expression,
did you a
sit
favor.
down and go into a fetal position and go, well, shit.
Well, shit. Yeah, she is a misshapen old woman covered in a thick carpet of boils and warts. She has long, wicked claws and a heft of knotted white hair bound behind her head. Her tongue resembles a scorpion's tail that flicks incessantly as she cackles, and her eye sockets seem to contain two copper-colored beetles that occasionally pop out and fly around or disappear inside of her head as she laughs.
Oh, that's a nice little detail with the door knocker and the eyeballs. That's kind of a nice.
Yeah, sorry, it just took a while to get the whole description there, and I should put this on the map layer so I don't move it. Oh, dang. I should put this on the bottommost map layer. Oh, dear.
My house. Yay!
Aha! I found it! I figured it out. Yes. I totally figured it out. Okay,
Nice.
sorry, Roll20 is a mess. There's only 3 layers to work with, and 1 is invisible. Okay. Cool. So, she cackles at you and says, "Now you are in my realm. Granny Weevil-Eye is at your service, and it looks like you have a dragon to slay." which will
I'm still
greatly
kind of
help
on the
me
ground,
out.
fetal position, but going like, "You'll still follow your deal, though, right?"
Yep.
Oh, of course. Of course I'll help you.
Okay.
The hell are you on, woman? I'm on nothing. You made an agreement with me, whatever the pretenses were. Should we get out of here? Only if you don't want to visit the Lobodile. That's on you. Whoever's going to the Lobodile, come with me.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to the Lobodile. Do you want me to go and get Mao and Aman?
I mean, that's on you guys.
Yes. I'm saying this while still
Now.
on the ground.
Ammon, come on.
Wait a minute.
Get
What
in
the
here.
fuck? Everyone, trekkers, get the hell out of here. Only the Lobodile people stay in there. What's it?
Mao, Ammon,
Why
come
did
on,
I need to
get your
stay on the
butt out
towel?
here.
Ostrich says as they come out.
Yeah, Osric, I agree. That was kind of a dick move.
I'm imagining like Boom Crash is getting all like ruffled feathers like in the doorway, and I'm just kind of like, fine, Mom.
Everyone,
I'm
get the
gonna
hell
ask
out
her-
of here before that witch does anything.
I am just standing out here going like, so what has
I'll
happened?
tell you later.
Ostrich.
Zuzu's gonna have nightmares for the rest of his
Of
life.
course you're
I'm
picking
a-
on
I'm
me,
a
Grovel.
kinda-
Ostrich, go in there and follow them. Bring them back here when you can. We need to keep the cart under protection. Of course, I will find you.
We'll be back.
As I walk
Yeah.
out to prepare the trek, I'm just gonna look like the worst walk of shame ever.
Oh.
Yeah, there's not only, like, dung upon your lips and in your gullet, Zumasu, but there is also a strange quivering sensation on your lips. Not sure what that is about.
I just
Okay.
empty my last flask on myself to disinfect my face.
You
I-
kick
I
back the
give you
flask
a-
and splash it all over yourself.
What?
Cool.
I didn't hear that boom crash.
Just sorry, and are we going inside the house, guys? Come on.
Yes, you better hurry. We're leaving soon. She heads over towards one of the windows, shoving it aside. It looks like the wands were nothing but worms quivering in the rack. And she leans out the window and goes, Tarsus! Tarsus, honey, come here! We're going to the Lobodile! And you hear a giant rumbling. And a giant, highlighted figure storms down the cliff face. And a humongous scarab beetle runs up to the side of the would-be cottage, which from the outside you now see is a completely spherical dung ball. Yes, that's it. Just take us to the Lobodile, please. Strap in, folks. And she digs her claws into the dung floor. Amon hops inside of the doorway. You guys be careful! Come find us afterward!
We will. I promise.
Okay.
The giant scarab beetle then pushes its mandibles against the dung ball and then starts rolling it up the wall. You guys are inside and not restrained to anything as this happens. You are tumbling up and over yourselves as this granny lady is just laughing madly in the corner while dung furniture
Okay, so-
flies about the room.
The whole house is basically moving.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
House
I
flying castle.
cast.
Hold on, I cast silence.
Okay. You cast silence, and there is a flash of silence, but Granny just snaps her fingers. Not here, dearie. This is my time. And I'm gonna need you all to make either
So part of the deal
acrobatics
was
or
that we would
strength
be
checks.
Unharmed.
Sorry?
Part of the deal was that we would be unharmed.
Yeah. Well, this is on you,
What a
dudes.
bit.
This is to get dirty or not? Probably. Damn,
Is
okay,
it
I did
athletic
fine.
or
Whichever
Acrobatics.
you wish.
Damn, son.
Okay, you guys are knocked about a bit, but the padding of dung does deafen or deaden some of the blows. You guys just take like 1d6 of bludgeoning damage, which isn't killing you. Suichi takes 5 damage.
What about me?
Sorry, yeah. Boom Crash doesn't take the damage, and Zamasu doesn't take the damage.
Wee!
I need to refill Ostrix's HP, and then -5. Cool. Okay, you guys are rolled up the wall, and for several hours you are tumbled along in this manner.
This sucks.
Yeah, eventually you like get embedded in the walls, sort of, and start like digging into it, and it stinks like hell here. Like the flumps were one thing, this is another. As you guys are paraded along the ceiling of the Venom Canyon, occasionally stalagmites like pierce the dung ball right through the walls, but you guys are relatively unharmed as you eventually reach the Lobodile, and the Scarab Beetle comes to a stop as a giant stalactite plunges into the dung ball, securing it in place. Well, this is your stop.
And you'll take us back?
Well, she still wants us to kill the dragon.
As was part of the deal. Tarsus,
Excellent.
take them down, please. And the Scarab Beetle flies over to the doorway, as it were, and offers for you guys to hop on.
Okay.
Thank you, Granny Weevil Eyes. We'll see you soon.
Of course. I will expect my end of the bargain taken up in time.
Okay, I'm gonna be the last one to leave, and I'm just gonna kind of look at her a little bit dejectedly and just be like, "Did you really think I'm him?"
Oh.
Why do you think I picked you, dear?
Okay. You know,
She like does a cat claws thing at you as you leave.
Wow.
Her poison, or her, it is poisonous, but her stinger of a tongue flicking as she hisses at you coyly.
Good job on specifying no tongue, dude.
Yep.
Had to specify.
I will admit, your powers are at least impressive in your own way.
I told you I've been here and doing this for a while.
Okay.
So the question is, how do we kill her?
Yeah.
I mean, technically we don't need to if we get what we want.
We do need to kill a dragon, though, so that's
What
gonna
I
be fun.
want is to kill everyone and everything.
All right.
I'm fine with killing her.
I'm fine with killing her, too.
At this point, you guys hop onto the Scarab Beetle, and it lifts up its beetle wings and unfurls them, and you hear a giant beating as it zooms down towards the Lobodile.
This is still pretty cool, though. I like the bug.
This is actually really rad, but I'm also covered in shit right now.
Yeah,
so I'm
it's
not
like
mad.
under different circumstances, this would be fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm kind of in a trance just petting the beetle, just being like, there, who's a big boy? Nice
Okay.
beetle
Oh
boy.
yeah, by the way, I currently hate all of you. Why did you get me?
I'm looking at Amon, I'm just like, dude, I was right next to you. What the I can just feel your eyes on me. I'm just like, stop.
Okay. You guys are lowered down as the Scarab Beetle hovers just above the Lobodile, and you look down upon its sickening pinkish purple, like bruise-colored lobes. Let's bring you there in real time.
Can I try to, through my weird defeated advances on the beetle, at least make it friendly towards me? Just by like feeding it rations or something?
I'm gonna say it's too short of a journey to
Okay.
warrant that.
I just want to be on friendly terms with it.
Okay, this
Don't
is
worry,
a really
we-
tiny island.
Yeah.
We're gonna kill
Creepy.
it too.
It was just kind of far away. It's still pretty big for what it is, since it appears to be, quite apparently, a giant alien brain.
It looks like Zerg. Kill the tree tumors.
Okay, let's start looking around. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Let's look around, but also get the fuck out.
Is the ground squishy?
Yes, investigate the ground. I am going to just kind of like, well, I've
You-
already been on the ground before, and I lay down and start like feeling around.
You land on the surface. The scarab beetle flies back up to the dung ball, which you see high above you, like 200 feet up, impaled on the stalagmite or stalactite. The ground is rock hard but slick, completely and utterly slick.
Ew.
Yeah, you start looking around and it looks definitely organic in some way, but perhaps petrified.
This is a little creepy.
Okay.
Alright. I'm gonna do something a little risky. I'm gonna try and read the mind of this thing.
All right, everybody, get ready to catch him so he doesn't dive into the acid lake.
Yeah, I'm gonna let them know my idea.
Let him fall.
Are
He
you
brought
sure,
me into
Zumosu?
this.
Well,
Oh no! The DM said, "Are you sure?"
I don't
Look
think
to
we've
the
heard
other
that
people.
one yet.
Because remember, the flump things said bad, evil, psychic stuff.
Yeah, they
So
eat
that might-
from it, but it's not deep thoughts. It's just sort of probably dreams
Wait,
and stuff.
are there flumps around? Now that I think about it.
not close by. Remember, they're floating pretty far away.
You do
They
see
don't
on the
wanna
other
come.
side of the lake where the balloon council was, because there's a giant stone pillar over there. Once you orient yourselves, there is a rainbow sort of globules towards the top end of that pillar far away.
They're over there.
They're way over there.
Okay.
They don't
I
seem
mean,
to be reacting to you
idea is-
guys.
If this thing is somewhat sentient, maybe I could try and talk to it. I don't know.
You could certainly try. Didn't
Guys, just keep an eye on me. I'm gonna kind of do a meditation pose. If I start crazy, just hit me over the head.
Got it.
All right.
Pull
I
out my
cast Detect
dagger.
Thoughts.
Okay, you cast Detect Thoughts. You reach out with your religious might and bring your psychic hand clutching towards the Lobodile beneath you, and you feel a darkness, a great darkness, no truly sentient thought, but there's definitely something there, almost inviting you to delve deeper. As you take that small step, being wary of your allies near you, you feel it lash out towards you. And I'm going to need you to make a intelligence saving throw.
Oh
Okay.
shit.
That's pretty good.
Nice.
It's pretty good. You resist a psychic backlash that lashes out at you. But then you guys hear splashes in the water around you. And then something strange starts to move towards you. It looks like there is a fin on either side of the Lobodile, like a shark fin, but pink.
Oh ew.
Like more than one fin, or just it's all part of the same thing?
Just one fin on either side, but then they quickly approach and lurch up onto land. And a giant shark, completely pink and fleshy, with two tentacles sprouting out where its fins should be, just
I didn't
shambling
think that they're pink and fleshy.
onto the Lobodile and towards you guys. It is full-fledged shark mode, with two soulless eyes, and another one leaps up onto the other side.
So
And they
surface
start-
level thoughts.
Sorry?
Are those things? Do those things have surface level thoughts, or do they seem like they don't have any?
They
thoughts at
seem
all?
quite mindless, but I'm gonna need you guys to roll for initiative because they aren't just there for show.
Oh, hey, but it's cool
Yeah.
though. They at least still have the soulless eyes that sharks normally have.
Specific question though about detect thoughts. So it says I can search, and I was probably looking for whatever was in this thing. Did I also find any other thoughts, i.e., did I find any other creatures inside of it or something?
No. I
Uh-oh.
told you what you found.
Okay. Not sensing.
Spook,
Something
spook.
definitely is down there, guys. But I'm not sensing our friend, unfortunately. Oh, and those sharks are totally puppets. I don't know what's going on with them. They're kind of just aggressive.
Yeah, as you prattle on about this, the sharks shamble onto the brain, seemingly with a weird, clumsy animation from the two tentacles bursting out from their lower halves. They are entirely pink and fleshy with like blue veins around them. It's like they don't have shark skin. It's like they're just made of brain. Amon, you have the floor.
Spook, spook.
Would you like to do?
Oh, I forgot to roll my initiative.
Oh,
No, you didn't. It's right
let's
there.
see.
You have a 10.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Well, shit.
You need an answer. They are shambling towards you.
Okay, let's do death word on myself.
Alright, that's a fair instinct. You hold up your shield and invoke Encabulos as it shrouds you in shadows. Mao, it is your turn.
I go to assassinate the first one as quickly as possible.
Alright.
There's probably no place to hide, unfortunately.
Right. That is going to be a hit, and that is going to deal 51 damage to the thing. As
Damn.
your instincts kick in, and you leap towards the thing and stab your scimitar right into its eyeball. It is going to, on its turn, which is next.
I can bonus action and disengage.
You can do that. It snaps at you as you try to escape. Go ahead. You zoom off in the other direction as it shambles after you.
Actually, I moved like 10 feet, so hold on. Like right there.
Okay. Cool. It is going to shamble over towards Zumasu and make an attack against you.
No, my zen-like state of meditation.
It gets a
Jesus
natural 20.
Christ.
Oh, shit.
Ooh, this is bad. This is bad.
Yeah.
They roll a lot of dice. Okay, that's going to be 18 piercing plus 9.
That could be worse.
It could be worse. Got a natural 1 on 2 of their d10s. Okay, so that is a 27 total piercing damage as it takes a chunk out of your leg. Now, like, friggin' pitbulling it on you. Next, it is the other giant shark's turn. It shambles towards Zumasu, and it's going to attack you, this time with advantage because of its blood frenzy.
Oh, fun.
22.
That hits.
That's 24 additional piercing damage.
That's even more than the first. Or no, it's not the one, but still a lot.
Oh, holy fuck.
It is Ostric's turn. They seem to be focusing on this one.
Gee, maybe it's because he read his brain?
Probably I warned him that it might be a bad idea. That lady said that didn't like scrying. What is their AC? I'm just rolling dice here, folks. Okay, the second attack hits. Their AC appears to be 13.
Ooh.
Tough mother. Zumasu, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm debating if I want to use a bonus action and drop my concentration spell, or I'll just yell out, should I still try to have Detect Thoughts open?
No!
No,
I
just
yell.
kill these things.
Alright.
Please.
Bonus act, magic weapon.
Okay, you imbue your weapon with Hyronius's might. It crackles with electricity.
I'm attacking the one that Mao tried to assassinate.
Okay, that is a hit.
Okay.
Ah!
Achoo.
It deals
6.
6 slashing damage because of the thing. Do you wish to smite?
I'll do one smite.
Not gonna lie.
It's not
if I
fiend or undead, right?
Cool.
Is it only fiends or undead?
Yeah.
Okay, then no, it is not.
So that's gonna be 21 damage.
Okay, it takes a giant chunk as you stab into its nose. It releases you from its grip as it roars in pain and squeals a bit, which is a little weird. Kind of sounds like a stock pig scream. And then a blast of electricity launches it away from you a bit. Boom Crash.
I still got
you still have a second attack, actually. It was a really cool attack.
Nope, doesn't hit though.
Well, it doesn't hit anyway. So now it's Boom Crash's turn, unless you wish to move.
If I move, I get an attack opportunity. You know what? If these things have 10-foot reach or no?
It doesn't look like it.
Okay, so if I move here, it would draw an attack, but I'd be out of that one's range, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'll just do that so they're in my my aura.
Okay. You step over there, and the other one rips the short sword away from Ostrich, but then lunges towards you with its reaction, and gets a natural
Yay.
1. It snaps at nothing but air as you dodge roll along the brainy lobes of this island. Boom Crash, it is your turn.
Sorry, hold on. I'm looking at spells.
That's fair. And Amon, you are up after this.
I have an idea. It's a terrible one, but it is something.
Okay. Because I cast True Strike, as is my fashion, I have advantage.
Yep. On your next
Sweet.
attack.
Okay. Witch Bolt.
Right. On which one? That one.
Yeah, I'm gonna choose the one that's undamaged because 1d12 if it hits.
It
and
does
hits.
hit. So that's it's not 1d12 by the way, because you cast your spells always at the maximum level.
Oh, yep, forgot.
And what level is that? Is that 4th still?
It increases by 1d12 for each slot level, and I'm at 5th level.
Okay.
Spells.
So that's 5d12 damage. Roll it up. Yep, you go full on ultimate power, and lightning arcs from your talon tips and starts wrapping the giant shark in electricity, which of course is shadowy and dark, despite it being lightning. And it's going to take 28 lightning damage. Okay, Amon, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna back up,
Alright, alright.
and I'm gonna drop the Guardian of Faith. There.
Okay, you drop the Guardian of Faith. It appears and rises from the apparent ground to face your enemies. I forget, what does your Guardian of Faith look like?
Just a hooded figure with sword and shield. It
Awesome.
shoots laser out of the hood.
Of course.
Sorry, kid, nothing personal.
I like that it has weapons, but chooses the laser from the hood. Okay, anything else, Amon?
No, that'll be enough.
Okay, Mao, it is your turn.
Well, this one's got some friends on it, so I'm gonna sneak attack, or yeah, I'm just gonna attack that one.
Alright, do it up. Sorry. There's your Guardian. Alright, that is a hit. And that will deal 28 damage to it, because there is a foe nearby, or an ally nearby.
Yep. And then, after damage dealt, bonus action to disengage.
Alright, you bonus action to disengage away, tumbling along the ground. Okay, next, 'tis the Sharky's turns. It is this shark's turn. It is going to lunge out towards you, Zumasu, with
Okay.
advantage.
Oh no. It missed.
It did. Alright, and it only has one attack, so it snaps upon your shield, but you bash it away.
Nice.
It's the other one's turn. It tries to push past Ostrich to get to you, Zumasu, but Ostrich is going to attempt to distract the thing. I didn't mean to attack. I meant to just roll a dice, because it's not your turn, Ostrich, you bastard. Okay, I don't think that's going to do it. So the thing is still enamored with you, Zumasu. It shuffles into Boom Crash's space.
And zap.
And yeah, it does get a zap from the Guardian of Faith.
Okay, dex save, please.
Oh wait, where's the Guardian of Faith? Right there? Okay. Yeah. There he goes.
Yeah, he's a chunky boy. Why'd you choose a chunky boy?
Because I just looked up hooded figure in the Roll20 thing. Okay.
He's such a chunky boy.
What is the check? Dexterity or?
Yes, dexterity saving throw.
That's a fail. He's gonna take straight up unadulterated 20 damage. Okay, next it is Ostrich's turn. Ostrich is going to use their swords to keep at it. And miss. And hit for 6 damage. Zumasu, it is your turn.
Eat. I got all these sharks on me. In this case, would it make almost more sense, guys, for me to just disengage so I don't die and it would still go after me?
I mean, they seem to be focusing on you.
Yeah, okay,
also,
you know
my
what?
guardian will zap it. So,
Okay, I'm gonna run to Amon with the I can't like taunt them while I'm doing this, can I?
Go ahead.
Alright. So I'm gonna disengage and run to them. And I'm gonna taunt them to try and keep at me and be like, "You didn't like your man's being red," and I wave at them, flailing like one of my bloody legs.
Right. Yeah, you see that the Guardian of Faith seems to be attacking the things that move, and you run towards Amon. The sharks snap at you as they as you run away, and then start shambling after you on their turns. Boom Crash, it is your turn.
Okay. 5d12.
Yeah. It's just automatic damage, right?
Yep.
Witch Bolt is a good spell sometimes, especially when it's upcast. It takes 45 damage, and I believe you scream something to the effect of "Unlimited power!" before the thing shrivels up and dies, slumped into a little fetal position, and its tentacles just continue to writhe as in its unconscious state. It dies.
Nice.
Turns out 70 damage is pretty good. Anything else, Boom Crash?
I in its threatened
Nope.
square. Okay, then I'm going to back the fuck up.
Fair enough. Amon, it is your turn.
All right. Let's do. Let's just count.
I didn't hear the last. Toll the Dead? Got it.
Yep.
Saving throw. Wisdom. 8. That is a fail. It doesn't have all its hit points. It takes 17 necrotic damage. Its flesh starts to bubble and boil. You can see some of the veins that are on its body just burst as blood that is completely green starts like pouring out of it. Okay, if you're done, Mao, it's your turn.
Ow. You moved. Can't. No sneak attack.
I don't like being attacked by giant sharks. Thank you.
You can ready your action to attack when it comes near. And
Yeah,
if there's an
probably is
ally
gonna
within
have
5
to.
feet, you will get your sneak attack.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll stay where I am and hope that it goes after Ostrich. And if it
Or
attacks
me.
them, then I'll... Yeah, if it moves through my space. Yeah, I'll ready an action to attack it when it moves.
Okay. Its turn comes around, and it starts shambling on its 2 tentacles, slubbering towards you guys. It does move in the Guardian of Faith's area, so it's going to make a check right now. Save. 17, I think, makes it, so I think that's no damage on a success, Amon? Is that how that works?
I believe it. Uh,
It's half?
yeah, so 10.
Okay. It takes 10 damage immediately, and then, Mao, you hit with your reaction as it comes towards you, which is going to deal 22 damage to it.
23 plus 1 necrotic damage.
Plus 1 necrotic damage. Well, it is still on its last tentacle.
Damn it!
As it
Did
struggles
Ostrich get an
to
attack?
slump forth. No, Ostrich didn't ready in action or anything, but it just moves like towards you guys and is trying to shove past you to get to Zumasu. But as Mao attacks it, it is going to bite her, or try to. Does 17 hit you?
It does.
That is 10 piercing damage.
Oh, there you go.
Ooh, you hellish rebuke it. It snaps upon you, but then you unleash a burst of fire into its open mouth, and through a squealing noise and a boiling of flesh, it dissolves into a pile
and
of
I
mush.
kick it, sir.
Good
Cool.
job. Right. No more of them seem to shamble up onto the lobed isle. For now, you guys seem to be safe.
Yeah, don't try and think with this thing.
I'm gonna sit for a second and heal myself up a little.
That's fair.
Lay on hands.
How's everyone doing?
I'm alright.
I'm at about half health.
Yes, they didn't seem to be interested in me. Well, the rest of us, very much.
Yeah.
Hmm. But how do we get the heart of this thing? That's the question.
Do we even know if this thing has a heart? Also,
I don't know.
that's
It was
an
definitely
investigation check.
something creepy and ominous that I was getting, and
We
it tried to
dig-
attack me.
If it's the brain, in order to get to the heart, we dig down.
What was that, Mao?
An investigation. To see if there's anything unique about this brain, like different spots or something like different colored, things that might stand out as just.
I take out my trusty crowbar and hand it to Matt to start poking around.
Alright,
I
so
hand
you
it
guys...
right back and I say, "You can poke at this thing."
Fine. I take my trusty crowbar and start poking around.
You start poking around. Make an investigation check as well, Zumasu.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, you guys sort of fan out. The Guardian of Faith, how long does that last?
8 hours.
Alright, it
Nice.
continues to stand watch in its chunky bod. Damn he thick. I'm just going to ignore that and go walk along and look.
Also, magic weapon lasts an hour.
Alright, it's fair. Where are you
but I
guys
just
looking
realized-
on the Lobodile? It's rather big, but we'll keep your investigation checks intact.
I'm focusing on the center area,
Okay.
in between the hemispheres.
And Mao, are you just where you are?
I would say I'd probably also be peeking down to the center, but like maybe down over here.
Okay. You look around and start like poking at it. It doesn't seem to be reacting to much. Your crowbars leave small chips in it, but that's about it. You haven't found anything so far.
Damn. I'm gonna just do a full. I'm gonna do a sort of route as I'm going from north to south on this thing. Then.
Okay.
I can cast Detect Magic if we want.
Well, we know Amon can't do
I only
that,
have-
so.
Ouch.
I mean, I feel like
Like, what other options
it's
do
not
we
gonna
have?
be magical.
Nah. Nah.
I mean, I can. I just never prepared a spell because you can kind of tell when
No.
things are magic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I don't know if this is magical per se. It just seems weird. And if Tropos was in this direction, that means it's probably of his sort of weird.
Hey,
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna grab my shield, and you know how like in Civil War, Captain America was bashing through Iron Man's chest piece.
Okay.
I'm gonna do that
Start
to the
digging.
ground. Yeah.
Okay. You start slamming upon the ground. Zumasu,
Yeah.
You said you're doing a new investigation?
Yeah, as I'm just kind of routing from the north to the south and back up again.
Okay, make
Trying
a
to see
new
if there's
check.
any go- Yeah. Nope.
You're poking around, but there's really not much to be gained within this crease. There is an obvious crease along this way. Boom Crash, you are investigating as well. As you start looking around, you do see a small misshapen area towards the front of this thing, the front seeming to be up here. As you head over to it, you see a distended lump upon the crease that Zumasu didn't see before. There is a small rune carved into it.
Is this like an arcane thing? Can I do Knowledge Arcana?
Try.
Okay. It's either that or I cast Comprehend Language.
The rune does not appear to be any distinct language. It does appear to be a magical rune of some sort. It is most likely magical if you interact with it.
Okay. I call over to you guys and basically just say, guys, I found a magic rune.
Mon is continuing
Zoder.
to shield bash the Lobodile's lobes away.
I'm a crowbar bash this rune and try to take it out.
I don't think we need to crowbar bash.
I do it anyway.
Poke it. Okay.
Okay, you
Disintegrates.
that's the investigation button, but either way, you slam into it with the crowbar, and the rune flickers to glowing life. And as it does, Zumasu, something appears before you. You see a glowing thing, a flat square, glowing midair, sort of console following your, like, just your torso around, and it appears before you. It looks something like this as it flickers to
shit.
life.
Fuck.
Then some of
Wait,
these
so is this on the floor?
no, this is just a zoomed in sort of version for you to see. I can move it around if you'd like.
So it's like just floating in front of me. Can you put it off to the side?
Yes, I just need to... It's on the map layer, so I'm going to do something a little scary.
Okay.
Okay. I hate it already.
Actually, no, it's probably best if I just grab them individually, I think.
Oh, you mean it's scary to do it without Mr. Map?
Yeah, because I want to try and... Okay. Looking good.
Almost there.
Yay!
Oh, that's fine.
Cool.
Okay.
I'm going to move Ostrich onto the field. Okay. So, as...
You found this. What do? I point to the console.
So the other thing that happens as you look at the console, some of the squares, as they were, seem to light up. You hear like a and then they appear and stop. The Guardian shrugs.
Worm Crash, what do?
I don't know. I tap the squares in the sequence.
Your talon passes through it completely, unaffecting it.
I hang Boom Crash the crowbar. Boom Crash, you tap thing. I want to give you my weird visual disease.
I mean, there are 5 people here, and there are 5 squares lit up. Are these locations on the thing? I have no fucking idea. I'm not smart enough to deal with this.
No, that's fine. That was a good guess.
Oh, I was just trying to see if somebody else could take the console or if I got to touch it.
Well, as you move around Zumasu, it does seem to be perfectly aligned to your center of origin, and it like as you turn around, it rotates with you, so it's always in front of you.
So you smashed it, you tap it.
Somebody else want to smash it?
Press any key.
Which one's the any key?
All of them.
Alright, I'm gonna start by pushing the top left corner and see what happens.
Okay, and you can ping if you'd like.
No,
Okay.
I don't want to push the lid up one yet. I want to see what happens when I push that one.
Okay. You press that one. The ones on the outside of it light up, while the one that you had pressed turns off.
Oh,
Oh goddamn! It's one of these.
Oh, fucking
I forget what
hell.
this sort of thing is called.
It's called a pain in the ass.
I
I'm
hate
gonna
it.
draw this down in front of me.
It'd be easier if it was an actual app, so I could do that quickly.
It would be, but I have no clue how to use API, and nor do I have access to that. So we're doing it with the annoying layers.
Doing it
Okay.
live.
Doing it live! Okay. I want to see what happens if I push that one.
If you push that one. Alright.
Okay. Looks like that, eh? I
Hey,
push
try to get a bingo first.
a bingo first? Well, we already have a bingo. Diagonal.
That's true.
Oh, okay.
So did the bingo diagonally do nothing?
Nothing seems to have happened.
I'm gonna push the top right corner.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, it does only accept Zumasu's inputs. You
Cool.
press the
No, I understand. I'm just pointing because it's easier saying.
you press the top right.
Okay, so it's only the ones horizontal and vertically, not the diagonals. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Maybe finish that line at top.
Yeah, but it'll turn off the other one. So first here, which will turn off that, and then I'll top the top left one.
You'll tap the top left.
So I made a line on the top to see what happens.
You light
Nothing.
up the first line.
And nothing cool happens.
Cool seems to happen.
Either we
Okay.
have to turn them all on or we have to turn them all off.
Yeah.
Yep. As I said, this is one of those. This is
So-
you'd be doing a lot of moves action.
Yeah. So this is one of those, but also we don't know what this does if they're all off or if they're all on either way. We don't know if this thing is going to harm us if we do one over the other, like as a safety. If this is like a machine kind of example. So yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Do you want me
Calling
to try
alien
and fill this
spaceship.
thing up?
Yeah,
I'm
no.
motion
Alien
dancing.
spaceship total.
Fill it up. Have fun.
Okay.
Screw it. I'm gonna resume digging.
Okay. So let me just figure this out real quick. Okay. This one.
Sorry,
I have an
click it
idea.
again. Okay,
Or actually,
not that one.
this one.
Okay.
This one.
It's like using
Uh,
dial-up.
Damn it.
Why are you doing this to us?
Why did it have to be like why oh god, this is such a-
They're always at like
Okay.
11:30 at night, and it's always one person that figures it out, and everyone else is like, no.
Well, the issue is it's like a Rubik's Cube where you have to remember the pattern at the very end to get the last 2 points, and that's what I was trying to reset it to, but I'm having trouble figuring out how that goes. So we'll start off with just getting that one.
Okay.
Oh, right, they can't be next to each other. Fuck! This is more annoying than I thought initially anyway. Okay. Shit. Yeah, find that one.
why not?
It'll at least turn on that whole corner.
Yep.
All right.
This one.
Okay. Luckily, this isn't too difficult for me. Oh, fuck. This is specifically difficult to grab these two, because they're treated as tokens, so it pops up like the bubbles above and beneath them when I click on it.
Okay.
That's a pain in the ass.
What? And damn it, how do I get the last corner? Okay, do we turn them off first or do I turn them on? Okay, because I can either here, which will turn off that one.
You gonna do that there?
Yeah, I'll do that one there. It's so close, but it's so far.
God, this is
Okay, I want to turn on. Okay, this one.
Okay. Hold on. There we go.
Alright. Yeah, that's what I mean by the last few are the hardest, because you gotta undo what you did. What happens if I click his face away?
Nothing, it seems.
What is a video game? Okay, I'm gonna turn off this one.
Okay. Damn it. Like that?
Yep.
Okay.
And now I have 3. Yeah, but it'll turn on. Okay, we'll do it anyway.
Okay.
Okay, if I turn off that. I like Tetris better.
The other game with blocks.
Maybe that one.
This
It'll
one?
turn off more.
Okay, yeah, that's actually the trick here somewhere, is where I gotta turn off a corner piece, and then use that to turn off the other pieces. So... One second.
I'll be back.
That's fine.
Okay.
We're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
We're stuck on a brain. I like how there's a puzzle on a brain.
I'm gonna try a corner piece.
You're gonna try a corner piece?
Yeah.
It's good. It's the best part of the brownie.
Oh, it's not. The center's the best.
I disagree. No, yeah,
Yeah.
Allie's right. Center's the
Gooey.
best.
I like a
Corner
combination of
pieces are where it's
flavors. You get like a gooey, but then you also get some crunchy, so you can mix it
No,
up.
but if someone overcooks it, which
I'm
always
sorry,
happens, then
Zumasa,
there
which
is
one did
never
you
any
click on?
gooey.
This
Okay.
Gooey.
I've been gone for like 10 seconds and all I hear is crunchies. What the fuck?
Crunchy and gooey.
Damn
Brownies.
it! That still only gets me to 1. I have a way to get to 1, but I can't have a way to solve this thing completely.
Mm.
Okay. That one piece is still bugging me no matter what plan I'm going for.
At this point, I'm gonna have you guys make an intelligence save. Or intelligence
Okay.
check now that you guys have fucked around with it a bit.
Oh, intelligence.
Ew.
Check.
Haha!
Okay.
I just want to see how dumb this has made me. Oh, hey! No, I'm really into this.
He's in a very cerebral mode, perhaps after connecting with the thing. You guys,
I'm just hammering down still.
you continue to hammer down. Just want to check and make sure that your effects. Okay. So Amon, as you're hammering down into the Lobodile, you eventually take off a thick chunk of the stone, and then I'm going to need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay. Oh no.
Well, Turns out it wasn't a smart thing to do.
Shit.
You take 3 psychic damage as it
Well,
lashes out towards your mind.
Well, since it was a smart thing to do, and I failed my intelligence save, I guess I must keep on doing it.
I think I did something.
Right. Well, I'm gonna have you make an attack roll. Amon.
Me?
Yeah. Why not? I guess it's non-proficient or something.
I just did a melee attack. Whatever.
Okay.
Non-proficient. So mine's like 3.
Okay. Well, you hammer into the thing, but it's not really dealing as much damage as you're looking for to break through it. Alright, so for the rest of you guys with your intelligence checks, you guys come to a somewhat realization that it's sort of a hint, but also a method. Tapping the square beneath a lit square and continuing this pattern will turn most of them off.
Okay.
Or vice versa.
Wait, what?
For instance, if you want to turn off this one, you can turn off, or you can hit the one directly beneath it. Oh, are my pings showing up?
Yeah.
No. I
Are
don't.
they purple?
Yeah.
I'm seeing them. I don't know.
Well, they're not showing up on my cam screen, so that's why I was asking. If you want to hit this one, or turn this one off, you can hit the one below it. It'll turn all the others on, but if you continue that pattern, it might yield results.
Okay, I see where he's going with this. So this would be time consuming, but this could technically work. Until you get to the bottom row.
Yes. You found a process, but
Yeah.
it does still leave the bottom row.
Yeah, because then the bottom row is basically either off or on, depending. You know what? Screw it. We'll do that for a moment.
Okay. I will work through this.
So I'll do it to get these two lit up. And then I can do it for the bottom row. So yeah, we'll do it for the to get this whole row lit up, and I guess these ones would be off then.
Well, I'm going to show you what happens, I guess.
Okay.
So we're going to click there first. Just going to turn off those. Then we're going to click here. Just going to turn on these and off these. And then we're going to click here. Just going to turn on these, off these. And we're going to click here. Just going to turn on this and off this. We're going to click here. Just going to turn... God damn it, stop clicking on the status conditions. And turn off these. And then we proceed to the next row. And we're going to turn on this and off this. Then going to do the next one in that row on these and off these. I know that's a little confusing and my pings may or may not be showing up, but do you see where it's going?
Yeah. So can I just
Yeah.
can I get to it? Can I just ask for a form to get to at this point?
I'm not entirely certain.
Okay. So
I'm
if
gonna
we
keep
continue
going
this
through
pattern-
this in this pattern just
Yeah.
for the sake of doing it, while you guys consider.
Yeah.
So
I'm just jotting down.
I was gonna say,
the
if
thing
there's
is, we
ever
can
a
work.
point where I was gonna say there might be a point where that one is never clicked on, right? Do we want that in the center?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, because I keep on getting down to 1 was the
Yeah,
issue.
I feel like there's always just gonna be one. But maybe I'm wrong.
Let me just do some... There's a way to figure out the math on that, actually. So that's...
So, after going through this whole process of clicking the square beneath a lit square, almost all of them have turned off. But now you're stuck at this from that result.
Yeah. Okay. Turn corner. No.
Hit that one?
Yeah. Okay. No. And yeah, that didn't work well. No.
That was between two, I'm not sure.
Oh.
That one, okay.
Wouldn't this one have turned? I thought I turned that one off by clicking this one.
Okay. Whoops. The fuck did I just... Oh, I hit the inspect button by accident. Ugh. These things are bound to happen.
Okay, this one. Actually, I want to undo that one.
Oh no!
Oh shit!
No! Oh, you solved it! Wow! I hit undo, hoping it would do that, but it undid.
Oh shit!
It undid everything. Hold on a second.
It was.
Ah!
It was like that.
Which ones were down?
Lit up. The corner and then this L shape were the ones that were down. So.
Like that?
I think so.
Either way.
Okay.
You're stuck with this now.
Yes.
It honestly does not
So-
technically matter.
This one?
I'm sorry I've done this to you, and I'm sorry that it's always at midnight somehow.
Yes. Okay, I almost have an
So
idea
they-
here
like a
for that
hag.
center thing. Wait, no, not that one. Crap, still two. No. No. Oh, okay, that almost. Wait, does this one? No.
Yay! Good
All
job.
of the squares have been turned off. The
Nothing
entire
happens?
console flickers and then disappears.
Uh-oh.
No.
Hold on a second. I can do that. There we go.
Shit, I turned it off.
And as it does, all of you on top of the Lobodile, Amon, as you continue to hammer away at the thing, not making too much progress, your forms begin to fade beneath your eyes. And you feel yourselves passing into a strange electrical force. And then you reappear spontaneously in a new space. It is damp and moist. Those of you with dark vision look around, and you see that the walls of this space, a rather twisty and windy feeling tunnel place, appear to be completely made out of flesh and are pulsing rhythmically.
Yeah, no. This is a no.
This sucks.
So
What
I
if-
did something.
No!
I got us in.
No!
It's such a Drax kind of like mentality. He's like, I did this all on my own. You should be thankful.
I slapped the shield out of Amon's hands.
What the
and
hell
give
did
him,
you do?
and, like, pout at him.
Okay. Your guardian is, of course, nowhere to be seen, so let's get rid of Chunky there.
No, he was my favorite.
Alright, at this point, you are not sure where you are, but at some point it becomes apparent that you're inside of the Lobodile, but you're not sure where. And, by the way, the walls in here are no longer petrified brain matter. They appear to be fleshy and living, unlike the outside crust.
Hey guys, should I attempt to detect thoughts again?
No,
No.
please don't.
God, please don't.
Okay, so let's start walking, I guess.
Ostrich, what do you feel about this place? Use your ranger skills to figure out something.
I know nothing of this terrain.
Actually, here's a basic question. Can you see if it looks like anything else has traveled through this hallways? I think you could probably figure that out, right?
I honestly do not know. I can try.
I am going to assist him in trying to figure out if basically it looks like something else moved through the hallway.
They're going to make a survival check. Advantage. Get a 10.
How are they a ranger with one rank in survival?
It shouldn't be. I will never know why these buttons don't work. I gotta
That's better.
change it somehow. But either way, yet they look around on the ground. I cannot find any signs of anything, to be honest, in this place.
Well, at least you tried.
I'm going to need each of you to make a perception check.
No.
Nope. I'm busy investigating the ground right now.
Oh, I think I know why these buttons don't work when I use them on the NPCs. Because
I'm trying to...
the NPC statistics are different than player statistics, so they use a different identifier. It's like NPC stealth instead of stealth. Anywho.
Okay. Natural 20.
Natural 20. So, as you guys are looking along the ground, Mao is completely unaware. He's more just a little concerned about the tight space, to be honest, and moisture on the walls. But Amon and Boom Crash, you guys notice a small wart sort of growing out of the wall. It's almost silent, but there's a small bit of suction that draws your attention.
Oh, God.
After a second, it fully forms into a small brain and then leaps off of the wall. It seems to have 4 legs following behind it.
Oh, God damn it.
And
Fuck you.
Oh, fuck.
that's where we're gonna end tonight's session, I think.
Fuck.
As it leaps out of the wall and onto the nearest creature. We'll find out who that is right now.
Oh, cool. So we can just have anxiety.
Amon, it leaps towards you.
Ugh.
Oh, great.
Okay.
All right, it was nice. It was nice playing this character. I'll look at you.
God.
Ugh. Things are not looking so hot for the team.
They have to stun you first before they can actually, like, get at you.
Well, we'll see what
Oops.
happens.
Don't worry, that'll happen. I'll make a new character.
Oh.
Okay, so next week is Thanksgiving week.
Yeah, I don't think that's... Yeah, that's a break week.
I'm thinking it's a break week too. I would like a little R&R.
That's fair too.
That's
Decompression time after family? Yeah.
yeah, a little D&D, depression and decompression. So we will see you guys in 2 weeks, which will be, oh wow, December 8th.
God, where'd, like, fall go?
I don't know, man. I miss
Hate
fall.
time.
Well, it was nice knowing you guys. I mean, playing with you guys. We will pick it up on December 8th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Dorkvision stream will continue, even if their lives do not. See you all then, and until then, have a great Thanksgiving and a great week
Peace.
off.
Be well.
Take care.
Good night.
Adios.
Later.
I'm making a
Peace.
barbarian.